What we got coming up next? Past porn trends. You know, Pornhub has actually released a list of trends from their website. You know, I'm about to deliver.
That's pretty dope.
This is her second car she's about to have. You know, she got a motorcycle. And she got a damn dog. You know?
Oh yeah, are you taking a motorcycle to it?
Nah, I'm not taking a motorcycle to her. Yeah,
No?
That's something she's gonna leave in Florida for when she come out here. She's like, yeah, it's not warm enough, long enough in New York for her to want a motorcycle.
That is true. That is true. I didn't think about that.
You only play like 4 to 5 months with that.
And it's slippery and stuff too,
if
right?
that.
With the snow.
Yeah. It'll definitely be slippery with snow. That's not a vehicle for the snow guy. Unless you're trying to do tricks and shit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It sounds like you got a busy weekend. That's a long drive.
What's that? Yeah, it is gonna be a long drive. It's about a 20-hour drive. You know,
That is long as I remember.
my first stop is gonna be White Castles. Once I hit the city, first stop is gonna be White Castle. Once I hit the city. That's always my first stop, White Castle. But this is
Khary scarred me from White Castle from that Orlando thing.
You try some New
That
York
stuff
White.
had me so messed up.
Well, it'll probably be the same as
Nah, you gotta have some New York. Nah, it ain't the same.
Nah. the taste ain't the same, but the result is.
I'm good on that then.
That's why they call murder
yo.
pills.
Probably going to see them old Jamaican ladies. You want to see them old Jamaican ladies on Boston Road, yo. Listen, I'm telling you, that is. No White Castles keep packed like that White Castle, and they be moving. They be moving through. Like the line be out to the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? And they be moving.
Yeah. Khary over here in the chat said
some weird stuff going on. Cause I remember Rikishi too. In a thong sitting on niggas' faces.
Yeah, sitting on motherfuckers. I always thought that was suspect. When I first saw it, I'm like, wait, that's your move?
He would sit on their face.
You finished just to sit on a nigga's face?
Look,
come on.
Look,
man.
Google Rikishi. He was thick as hell.
How you spell it?
But that nigga had man boobs like a motherfucker.
Rikishi.
Oh, your phone.
There we go, Rikishi. Yeah, this nigga used to like sit on niggas' faces, yo.
That is so crazy. Maybe they've been doing it's definitely been some weird stuff going on in wrestling.
I always found that questionable. I always was like, yo, that's not the move. It's like
sitting on niggas' faces.
Yeah, it's like, yo, that's your finisher? Your finisher is sitting on niggas' faces.
Niggas' faces?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. But somebody probably told him that he should do that too.
Yo,
You know?
The Rock probably told him that. He was like, yo, cousin.
You should sit on
Not the
niggas'
Rock.
faces.
I forgot they were cousins.
They cousins?
Yeah.
I forgot they were cousins.
They got the same grandfather.
Okay. That's a weird way to become cousins. They got the same grandfather.
Nah, well, their mothers. I think their mothers and sisters or some shit like that, or it's a mother and brother. I forgot who. I know the Rock's mom is the Samoan part of his what's it called, because his pops is black as shit.
Got you.
His pop's name is Rocky Johnson. You can't get no blacker than that, yo.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. We've been bullshitting for a minute.
Let's get into the show, right?
Yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's start off with some.
Mo, your phone.
I'm just gonna ask it. Is Kanye toxic? Is Kanye toxic?
Yeah.
I know. The past 2 days, we've been hearing some wild shit with Kanye. You know, we spoke about him Friday because we heard some things. He was like, "Yo, they try to keep me from the party, from my daughter's birthday party." You know, he was like, "I didn't know the address." After we've already heard that he bought a house across the street, we saw pictures of him supposedly dressed in a Bush outfit.
Welcome to the dopest live stream that's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Khary's crib.
Yo, it's another news day. I feel good, I'm on top like a kufe. Sipping my coffee, shaking my head for homies acting goofy. Guess they do it for the gram or the TikTok, so who's me? Welcome to the crib, let's kick it like Bruce Lee. Part intelligent, part ratchet, that's half Neil deGrasse and half Boosie. Listen, man. Real spit, now that's lit, homie, truthfully. If you in the Tampa area, you should be down like Bruce B. We treat the pod like sex, we start slow into full speed. You like the way we work it? 9 p.m. we going in, we potting perfect. Bees and Tachi is my posse. No worries because I know my posse got me. Be careful, we might snap like paparazzi. But yo, we'll start the show with getting lit like sipping hot toddy. What's good and San pretty people? Friday evening, my name is Khary. This is my crib. And I invite you into my home for another evening of the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. We have another dope show for you tonight. Some interesting topics. I kind of feel like there's been a low-key attack on black people this week, all while white people have been having laws created to protect them from discomfort. Speaking of laws, Jay-Z and Meek Mill pushed for laws that would stop lyrics from being used in courtrooms. We gonna get into it. Also, what are some of the best bars in hip-hop? I wanna know what yours are. We gonna talk about this, that, and more. I'm joined by the homie Bees Buddha, the beautiful. What's up to all my house guests in the chat, everybody watching, podcast listeners listening, hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you're not already, share this with your people. We gonna have a good time tonight, y'all. Phone lines are gonna be open, so you can let us know your thoughts on whatever it is we're discussing. 813-559-3339. How is everybody doing? I hope your week was good. You good?
I'm okay. Yeah, don't show me yet.
Long week coming to an end. What's that, Bees?
Don't show me yet. Give me a second.
Got you. Long week has come to a end. You know, got the weekend upon us. And this weekend, I am taking a long drive. A long drive up north to New York. I'm delivering a car to my daughter. I'm delivering a dog to my daughter. Then I'm going to chill in New York for about a week or so. You know, it should be fun. It should be a good time. It's going to be a pretty long drive, though, so I do need to get some rest.
So Tuesday show is going to be a whole different location, y'all.
Whole different location. Be live from New York on Tuesday. You know, I'm going to be live from New York. I don't know where I'm going to stream from, but I'm going to stream
from we doing it from the theater room.
The theater room?
Doing it from the theater room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The my kid's mom brought my daughter's car over, and it had a lot more stuff in the car than I thought. I'm not sure where I'm going to put a suitcase at, you know, but I am going to have to figure out where I could put a couple of mic stands. So we're going to be streaming a little different this week. You know, it should be fun. 16-hour drive is going to be a little longer than 16 hours. I got to go up to the Hamptons, and I have a dog in the car, so I'm going to have to stop a few times to let the dog do its thing and its business.
Do you have a cage?
Yeah, I do have a cage. I'm not gonna put the dog in a cage though in the car.
No, I
That
know.
sucks.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, we do have a cage. I also have. I'm gonna put this in the car. I got this little dog pillow type of thing, so that's gonna be in the back seat. She's gonna be chilling and shit. And Cheryl, thank you. She says, "Yo, love your hat." Thank you very much. I picked it out myself. Oh man, shit, take me a
I
little.
heard of Neo. That's choreo.
Khary's crib. You know what? I'm gonna put these mugs on the website so y'all can order these if y'all like. I don't think I have it on the website. I'm not sure. I'll have to check.
They're not on the website.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get a jacket. No, actually, not even a jacket. I'm gonna have to get a coat because I don't really have a coat. And
wow. There's a difference between a coat and a jacket? I had no idea.
Yes, you didn't know there's a difference between coat and jacket?
Hell no. I live in Florida. Okay. I barely wear a jacket.
Okay.
Listen, let me tell you something, brother.
A coat is for the winter. A jacket is for the spring and any other time you might just need to put something on your arms. A coat's going to try to keep you warm in the wintertime. Battling the elements.
You need to be prepared. You need to be prepared this week. That's what I got to tell you.
I need to be prepared? Prepared for what? The elements?
We got, yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow, can you say 14?
What?
14? 14 what? Degrees?
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Shit. Okay, so I already know my plan of attack. I'm leaving like 6 a.m, right?
I told you I got a couple of North Faces here for you, brother. You
got a couple of North Faces? All right, so I don't have to. I was gonna say I might stop at these outlets in like South Carolina, pick up a coat or something.
I mean, if you see something nice, you don't want to take it back with you. I'll take it off your hands,
Yeah.
you know.
That is insane. Listen, I have Florida clothes. I've never. In the winter here in Florida, I could get away with still wearing summer clothes because, in Florida when it gets cold, it's only really cold at night and early in the morning. Pretty much during the day, it's hot again. So yeah, as long as you're not outside, you're good. I've never had to really buy winter jackets in the last few years.
Yeah, I don't.
Have you ever heard of the term high beaming?
No, I haven't. What's that?
That's a term that we use in New York when you're cold and your headlights start flashing.
Your headlights start flashing. You mean your nipples?
Come on. Yes.
Okay, I didn't know that was called high beaming.
Yes, that's called high beaming.
Okay. I'm definitely familiar with that thing. So you trying to tell me that when it gets cold, your nipples be,
Yeah, you might get a little. Somebody might be like, "Oh,
I think
store stuff,"
I think she was asking if your nipples get hard in the
winter.
I
was asking about your nipples specifically.
I mean, if me personally, high beaming. If I high beam, you wouldn't know I high beam. I don't have big nipples.
You got a little chocolate chip, huh?
Yeah, I got the little circle, dot. You know what I'm saying?
Circle, dot.
Listen, dot. I would be in some trouble because in Florida, I don't, bras don't really need to be a thing in Florida.
It's too hot for bras in Florida. Nah, you need a bra in New York, damn it.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Wayne over here in the chat says, yo, I know it's going to be freezing in New York because ATL is cold already. It's 31 degrees now. Damn. I
told y'all I heard it was snowing in Atlanta.
Payday says definitely need a coat and with a hat for the New York weather.
Today was 14. I think y'all not hearing me. Today is 14. Tomorrow's 14.
14?
Yeah, the day after that is 16. Then we're gonna jump back into the 20s and the 30s.
That's insane.
And then the last, I think Friday, the next Friday is gonna be like 14.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
So,
oh my God.
Pretty much, I'm gonna be in the house majority of the time because I don't really fuck with the cold like that.
I don't
really rock with the cold like that. I'm gonna be inside.
I've only been in 14 degrees maybe one time. There was like a little hotel in I think Orlando. It's like an ice hotel.
No.
they purposely
artificial cold.
Yeah, they purposely
artificial cold.
Yeah, it was like 10 degrees in there, you know.
So Tati, I gotta ask you this.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever physically seen snow?
I have not. That's why I'm like, damn it, this will be my first time seeing snow.
Okay. I wondered because my man posted the other day, but he lived in New York with his kids.
Uh-huh.
His kids have been to New York, but they never come to New York in the winter.
Okay.
Yeah, they always come like August and shit like that. And
so they've never seen the snow.
Yeah. So where they're at recently, it snowed.
Oh wow.
And were they thrilled about that?
His kids outside, his kids are outside like amazed, like what the fuck?
Listen, that'll be me. That would be me. Like I'm throwing a snowball at somebody.
Yeah.
Tati, don't do that. Don't do that.
You gotta be somebody.
I know not to mess with the. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be somebody I know.
Tati, listen. But even us New Yorkers that are Floridian now, we still know the old school snow rules. Tati, there's a lot of tackling in New York.
Yeah, there's
a lot of tackling in New York.
There's rules.
Yeah, there's rules. There's a lot of tackling.
There's rules.
You might get tackled if the hill you buy is big enough. You might get tackled into that.
You mean if I throw a snowball at somebody, or just in general?
Just in general, like if like the person that you with that you may already know, and then you like hit them with a snowball, you might get tackled. I'm just saying.
I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I know how to. You know.
Listen, that's what we do, and then we're gonna stick our hands up and say, "White snow, white snow."
What does that mean?
But I tell you what, once that snow was
what does that mean?
Brown liquor, white snow.
But once that snow gets dirty, once that snow looks like there's dirt and footsteps in it, you don't touch it no more.
Yeah, I heard about dirty snow and yellow snow.
Yeah, stay away from yellow snow. Stay away from yellow snow.
Stay away from the yellow snow.
That yellow snow was steaming at a moment for a couple of moments out there.
That is disgusting.
That snow that you know that you do not want to know.
Facts.
Listen, the one time I've been to New York, it was summertime, so I did not get to see snow. And honestly, it smelled like piss. I ain't even gonna lie. It smelled like piss. So I can only imagine when it snows. Is there like a lot of yellow snow?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Only if niggas is pissing.
Things have changed in New York. People aren't purposely dirty in wherever the hell they are anymore in New York. And I think that's because police will run down on you quick. And I remember one time, a visit, probably about 10 years ago. I'm just taking a guess how long back it was, but went to New York on a visit. We walking down the street. My homeboy says, "Yo, I gotta take a piss." He's from old school New York. He decided to just stop real quick and just like piss on the side of a building. That nigga didn't even finish getting his pants unzipped before police jumped out on him. Like, jumped out on him, yo. Jumped out on him. Like the nigga was selling crack, jumped out on him.
Wow. I mean, it's just a piss. It's not that serious.
In New York,
people piss in Florida all the time. All the time.
Nah, New York. Let me tell you the slickest way that you can piss, but we don't even got a lot of those. If there's a payphone, but those are very scarce. But if there's a payphone in New York City, like you, and it's on the corner, you basically gotta go act like you on the phone, and then you gotta let
low key piss.
You're not pissing inside the payphone. Is it just like a payphone like that's out in the open, or the one with the little like doors?
Yeah, there are no Superman payphones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I'm only asking because I've seen them before. Okay, y'all. I'm not from New York. I don't know. I don't know.
You see them in movies. You don't see them in real life. Like that.
I've seen one before.
Like that movie Phone Booth was bullshit.
I've never seen that movie.
They brought that phone booth there.
Yeah, they put that phone booth on the corner, and this was before cell phones was even popping. You know?
Yeah.
This was like when cell phones was just coming around. This was early 2000s. There wasn't no payphone.
Niggas are still using two-way pages and shit.
Yeah. That's funny. So stay away from brown snow and yellow snow.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody tackle me, what am I supposed to do? Tackle them back? Like, what happens then?
No,
that white snow?
You're trying to get out the snow.
Yeah, the tackle.
Oh, it's hard to get out of the snow?
Yeah, the tackler may not. The tackler is not going to attack you in no brown or yellow snow.
Yeah,
but it's like it's hard to get up once you get, you know.
Yes.
Oh, depending on how the snow formulates to your body.
That.
Oh my God!
And it also depends on the coat you're wearing. You know, your coat might be restrictive.
Yeah. And yo, Tati, and don't let no snow get up in your coat.
Oh, that sucks. What the hell?
I don't know. Your face got enlarged.
Oh, Tati dropped off for a moment. Tati dropped off. She'll be back up in a moment.
Okay.
But yeah. Right. Oh, but also before we begin, while getting clothes together, I'm realizing I don't even have a whole lot of pants I can take with me. I'm in Florida. A lot of my pants have, guess what? Holes and
rips.
Holes and rips. Yeah.
Well, in New York, we got the rib joints with the patches. So you got the
patches.
Yeah, like
they ripped on the outside, but the patches behind it. Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
That's the winter version in New York.
Okay.
And then the summer version is just the holes.
Just the holes. All right, I'm setting this up real quick.
What kind of doll is that? That's a collector's item behind you?
That is actually a doll I got for my daughter for Christmas. It has her name on it, and like when I saw the doll, like it was advertised to me like that was the doll's name type of shit. I don't know, so I kind of just bought the shit, you know. It was just pretty much like a little token gift I got for my daughter for Christmas. You know, she's 19. Dope. She don't really play with dolls, but it got her name on it.
You put that up in the what's called maybe a collector's item later.
You know, it got her name on there and shit like that. So it kind of looked like her a little bit as well. You know, so I got that for her. That's another thing I'm gonna have to take up to New York with me. You know, but let's see. You know, we're gonna jump into our first topic real quick, and Bees is gonna tell us why he don't fuck with Power. Power episode 7. I think we got Tati back as well. Power episode 7 aired this past Sunday, and we actually did not speak about it on Tuesday, so I wanted to just bring it up real quick and kind of talk about that last episode. You did you got to see that episode, Tati?
I did. I saw it. I was so excited. I think it was a good episode.
You liked it? You liked that episode?
I did. I think it was a really good episode. I'm excited for the next one.
Hey, Tati, you got your Shaka Khan shit going on over here, okay?
There's only a couple of episodes left for this season as well.
Really? How many more? I hate when they end seasons. I'm just not ready yet.
Let's see.
Not ready.
Right now, I only see 2 more episodes on the schedule, which shows episode 8, episode 9. There might be an episode 10. I don't see it up here yet. Like the last episode was called Force My Hand. Episode 8 is going to be called Drug Related. Episode 9 is going to be called A Fair Fight. You know, so we just watched Force My Hand.
Yeah. Tariq, listen. Tariq is not Ghost. Let's start there. He is not Ghost.
Nah,
and he just gets himself. Yeah, he gets. I mean, he's not Ghost as far as like, you know, the way that he moves, like the decisions that he makes. Ghost did catch himself in like some sticky situations, but he always got himself out real smooth, you know, and it ended up in his favor. Tariq is just kind of like creating a mess for himself, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it's exciting to see. I love how they just like, I don't know, I love how things happen in the show and I feel like it's not too many things going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you ever watch a show where it's like too many things going on in one episode? It's like, all right, you know?
Yeah. They got,
I don't know, I like Power.
Yeah, they got a couple of storylines going on here.
Mm-hmm.
And this episode kind of showed that Tariq needs to figure out how to get some more money, for one. He's out of jail.
He need to get a car.
He went back to school.
He needs a car.
You are right. He does need a
car.
Talk
about. This nigga getting all this money and he got no car?
Yeah.
Bruh, that's what I'm saying.
He's paid his lawyer almost $1 million now, and he ain't got no whip. He meets everybody everywhere. Yo, this dude takes the train, somehow he gets around the whole damn city. There was actually one episode where he did make mention of like, damn, y'all niggas can't even give a nigga a ride.
His priorities are all fucked up.
What's that?
With y'all telling me this part of Power, I'm gonna watch it because Tariq reminds me of myself. No, I was all over the United States. You heard?
No car.
Now,
no car.
But
I mean, in New York, it is a little different with cars, right?
Yeah.
But he clearly needs a car. He clearly needs one.
Either a car or a driver, one of the two. And he could probably afford a driver. This nigga got everything. Except the car. You know? Now before we get back into the episode, I prefaced this really with I wanted Bees to tell us why he don't really rock with Power. And Wayne over here in the chat as well said, yo, Bees, why you don't like Power?
Yeah. You want to know something? All right, I'm about to tell you. We kind of was getting into a little conversation about this in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
The shit ain't street enough for me. If y'all watch the shit that I watch some gutter shit. Like some gutter, like you why he killed him? Shit, he should have killed him. I watch that type of shit.
Yeah.
Yo, niggas.
I mean, that's how Power is too.
Nah, no. Tati. The shit I watch, niggas is in the PJs. It's going down.
Yeah.
Okay, so you watching the ghetto ass, the what do they call it? Like those movies that don't make it, like the blockbuster movies.
Yeah. Bees like shit like Bout It. That's like super grimy and street. He likes shit like Shotters. He wants like
I love Shotters. That was my movie.
He wants everything to be like that, you know, that type of shit. And also,
anybody ever seen Ball Blocking?
No, I haven't.
Tati.
It doesn't sound like I would have seen it.
Tati, hold up. Tati,
Baller Blocking.
You gonna watch Baller Blocking? Tati, you gonna see Baller Blocking? You wanna know why?
Why?
Because Wayne's in it.
Wayne is in it. Okay, hold on. What is it called?
Baller Blocking. It's a Cash Money movie with all of them in it. But
okay, I feel like my parents used to have those movies, like the Cash. I remember the Cash Money movies. They had them, but I never saw them. Never got to see them.
They probably.
I might watch it just because you said Wayne is in it. I'm gonna definitely watch it.
It's where the Soul Project chick came from. Give me a project chick.
Chick.
That's from
okay.
Doom.
I'm with it.
All right.
Yo, listen, I watched a gutter joint with Busta Rhymes, and people don't even know Busta Rhymes was like a superhero in this joint. Like, but it was hood.
Yeah.
What movie was that?
Yeah. Do you remember when Def Jam was doing the comic books?
No, I don't.
Well, Def Jam did a comic book series with like Busta Rhymes was part of it, Onyx. I think Meth and Red had something, and like they had like 6 or 7 books, collector's items.
I don't know why I remember Busta being a superhero, but I thought it was a music video or some shit.
And they made Busta like a Punisher. Yeah, Busta was like the Punisher type character. And they had what's the dude on? He's on Wildin' Out with Nick Cannon now. Bobby J.
I'm not
Bobby
sure.
J. What he look like?
The little short muscle dude, school dance dude.
I don't even know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, y'all know Bobby J. I got DVDs. I got CDs.
It don't matter though. It don't matter. But
anyway,
but Busta, yeah.
It's grind bullshit. At the end of the day, that's what I watch. I watch grind bullshit.
It's some grimy shit.
Grind bullshit.
Bruh, I really think that Power, I really feel like you're gonna like Power though. Although that's what you say, I think that you would like Power. I think, especially the old episodes.
I like BMF.
I think you'll like it.
I like BMF. I like BMF.
And the reason Bees likes BMF from how Bees is kind of like putting it is because the majority of it is in the hood. They're not so cleaned up. You know, they're not corporate. They're not trying to be corporate. They're not gangsters in suits. Where even though Tariq is like the closest to the gangster in the suit at this point, without wearing a suit. But he always got like the fresh jackets with no collar, you know, shit like that.
Listen, I'm excited to see Tommy. I love me some
That's
Tommy.
coming up soon.
I love me some Tommy. And I saw
so crazy. I think I'm gonna watch that.
Yes, but Bees, you have to watch Power. You have to watch Power
to kind of understand it.
You gotta understand. Yes. Yes.
Even though I think you'll be able to watch this on its own.
I'm not gonna say. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Khary. I'm so sorry.
I was gonna say. I just think, even though this is probably you can watch this standalone, they're probably gonna make a lot of references that you really won't get unless you saw the old shit.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like you will really like Power though.
With Tommy, like I follow like little shit with him, like the skits. It's like, look, I've seen little skits. I know shit about Tommy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I know him and Ghost grew up. He really, and you know why I'm gonna watch Tommy? Because Tommy is the grind ball.
He is.
Ghost.
I love me some Tommy.
What you call? I didn't really like Ghost. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But Tommy was like, yo, fuck all this suit and tie shit. Let's get back to fucking real business. You
oh God. That's exactly what he was saying.
like that's like what I like. So I feel like Tommy is gonna be like it's gonna be gritty. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I love me some Tommy.
Got you.
I'm excited for that. The trailer looked really good.
That one's gonna be interesting. I'm pretty interested in how they're gonna show Chicago.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And you see they kind of reference to it in this episode where they were like, yeah, they were saying in this past episode, like, oh, it's still been bodies all over. Like Ghost is dead, but it's still been bodies. Like, so the old people from the old season, like, I don't know if you remember, like Lobos and all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy killed all of them, clearly. And then they're going to pick up Tommy in Chicago. And I really feel like we're going to find out exactly how he killed him, you know? He had came to kill Tasha. I feel like we're going to hear about Tasha and Tommy in Tommy's season. I'm excited for it. But I do feel like this episode was a really good episode, too.
Because Tommy knocked her down, didn't he?
Who?
They never said that.
No.
But
I think I remember, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong in the chat, I remember in the first seasons where they were saying that Tasha and Kanan used to deal with each other. I remember that. Do y'all not remember that?
I get that.
Do y'all not remember that? Because at one point
recall.
I thought maybe Tariq would have been. At one point I thought Tariq was Kanan's son, but like we were gonna find out that he was really Kanan's son. But you know, Tariq was a twin, so that wasn't true. But I really feel like because he used to say something like, "Oh, me and your mom go way back. We go way back," you know. And I really feel like they told us that they used to deal with each other. So I was just waiting for them to say that Tariq was Kanan's son. I was just waiting. I was waiting. Oh my God, I was waiting for that, but I never got it.
I don't recall that too much. I don't
I
recall
remember
it.
that, man.
If you say so, I don't recall it. But I don't recall a lot.
I don't know.
So
it's very faint, and I only remember it just because, like I said, I was waiting for them to say that. Mm-hmm. But also, that was almost 4 years ago that I watched all of that. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Just to let people know, when they see me looking off, I'll be watching us while we film.
Gary Johnson had asked how many spin-offs of Power they have. I no longer have stars. So from Power,
I was about to be like Kickboxer and Rocky.
No. Power is more along the lines of Marvel. It's more along the lines of Marvel because now you have the Marvel universe where they have all of these separate films. They actually intro Power Book 2. They actually intro these shows now with like the Power universe. You know, so it's the Power universe. So currently from Power they have Kanan, they have Power Book 2. They're gonna have what's that? Power Book 3 Force. I would think 4 would be Force, but I don't recall. Force is the one with Tommy.
4 is Tommy, right? Yo, hold on.
Yeah.
So they have original Power, then they had Kanan. No, then they had Tariq's Power Book 2, whatever that is. Then they have the Kanan, and now they have Tommy. So that's going to be 4.
No, so Power Book 3 is raising Kanan. Oh.
Yeah, because Tariq came before Kanan.
Right. This is season 2 of Tariq.
Yeah.
So Power Book 2 is Tariq. Power Book 3 is Kanan.
So raising Kanan is 3, right?
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Tommy.
Power Book 4 is Force with Tommy. So that's 4 so far. I heard rumors that there was going to be another one that had like Lorenz Tate's character doing some political shit, which they couldn't.
I heard there was going to be. The one I heard is going to be one with the dude that looks like Kel.
Look like Kel?
Who? From Kenan and Kel?
No, yeah, but he looks like one of the Power dudes. Looks like fucking Kel to me.
Lorenz
the
Tate?
One that's on. He's on the shit. No, he's on the shit with Tariq. The nigga Tariq be having beef with.
Oh! He talking about Kane.
Kane.
Yeah, Kane looked like Kel.
Yeah, he does. I know what you're saying.
I can see that.
I see that resemblance. But I think he's too new to have his own show. I think they would give Mary J. Blige's character a backstory first. But Lorenz Tate's character is actually from the original Power show. He came in the later episodes with the whole ghost and the politics thing. But one of the plot lines on this episode is Tariq getting a picture that he can use to blackmail somebody to get out of office so he can take their position. So that's one of the plot lines.
Lorenz Tate.
You know, so
I like him in this show.
Being that seems to be a major plot line on why Lorenz Tate is kind of brought into this show might be this is how he's going to get back into the political realm, which could spring out a political power season with Lorenz Tate, which might actually be able to include Method Man's character as a lawyer. Because I did hear rumors that Redman was going to be in some more episodes as well. He plays Method Man's brother on the show.
Yeah,
he's locked up.
Yeah, he was in prison or something, right?
Yeah, he was in prison. And Method Man's character kind of alluded to that's one of the reasons why he brought Sax in so he can get sacks working on his brother's case to get his brother out of jail, because it seems like his brother might be in jail for like 50 years or some shit like that. Life? It's life? So
I think it's life.
So I think
something like that.
So I think they like Method Man's character. I think they're gonna kind of put both of those into a season.
I like Method Man's character. I'm glad they in the chat. I'm glad they remember that, because I thought I was crazy. I'm like,
oh, they do remember that?
Yeah, I'm like, I thought I was crazy because I've been saying that for a few years, and I'm like, bro, I really thought that they were going to tell us that Tariq was Kanan's son, because you remember he took Tariq under his wing, and then Tasha. You remember Tasha was having sex with his son, and then Ghost killed him. You remember that?
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm glad y'all remember that, because I thought I was going crazy. Yeah.
Did Ghost kill him or did Kanan kill him?
Ghost killed him.
I thought Kanan killed his son.
Kanan killed him.
Kanan killed him?
I know that much.
Kanan killed his son.
Oh, yeah. He killed his own son. Yeah. He killed his own son.
Maybe I haven't seen more of the first, what you call it, than I'm saying.
Y'all right, you right.
I know for a fact that 50 killed that nigga.
Yeah, you right. 50 did kill his son. You right.
And that's one of the themes of this show, family killing family.
I'll tell you what, I miss the old power sex scenes. I'm gonna say that right now. I miss the old power sex scenes, because now they not Lala. Y'all remember Lala's sex scene?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I rewound it so many times. And then they also had, who else? They had somebody else. They had some fire. Power was real big on the sex scenes when it first came out too. Now it's just some real basic, like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see them people having sex.
I feel you.
You know.
Yeah. Now the last episode was a good episode. What's that?
Huh?
That nigga Omar Hardwick, is that how you say it? Herrick?
Amari Hardwick or some shit like that?
Yeah. Amari Hardwick.
You talk about Ghost.
I wonder if he got the same clause that Wesley Snipes had when he first got in the game. Like, yo, I gotta have sex and everything. My first they gonna see my pussy. I swear to God, Wesley Snipes, his first 7 movies that he did, my nigga, that nigga showing his ass cheeks, forever tapping some ass.
But no, you know, Lala was having sex with Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right.
Lala was with Tommy.
I didn't see more power than I'm leaving.
Yeah, you know what you talk about a little.
You saw some of it. You saw some of it clearly.
Definitely.
You know? Yeah. I guess it just didn't stick with me, like, to make me watch it on a consistent. Maybe I just don't watch it on a consistent basis.
Possibly.
But the new shit, like when Ghost got killed and all that shit. Nah, I don't know none of that shit.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know the last episode. I know that they killed Tommy's chick and all that shit. But
that was Lala.
I think I'm lost. Yeah, I think I'm lost.
That was Lala. Tasha killed her.
Yeah.
Oh, you see, and I was lost because I thought they killed the white chick that he was fucking with.
He did kill her too.
Yeah,
he definitely killed her too.
He killed her too.
But he didn't kill Lala. He didn't kill Keisha. Whatchamacallit killed her. Tasha did.
Okay.
Because she was talking to the police.
Got you.
All right, bees. No more ice in the cups.
Oh, sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
All right. Last episode was good. I'm looking forward to checking out this week's episode. You know, but let's move this on. Let's see. How do I want to preface this? You know, earlier this week I read a story where Fat Joe had mentioned what he felt was the hardest lyrics in hip hop, right? And the idea,
I was feeling it, right?
Yeah, Jay-Z's feeling it, you know. And the bars were, if every nigga in your clique is rich, your clique is rugged. Nobody will fall because everyone will be each other's crutches. Which I do feel is a very tough line to say in a song. You know?
Yeah.
So I kind of feel him on that. I agree that it is a dope line. Is it the hardest bar in hip hop?
That's definitely not his hardest line. Definitely not.
I mean,
Jay-Z.
It's not the hardest. It's not as hard as. It's not the hardest bar out there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not. Like he's got harder bars than that.
Yeah, I think Fat Joe could just relate to that. That's all. Yeah. I don't think that was Jay-Z's hardest bar.
I wouldn't say it's the hardest bar, but I think it's one of the. It's an insightful bar, a very insightful bar, a good way to try to foresee your future in life. And hey, if I'm rich, everybody in my crew should be rich, and not everybody thinks like that. You know, some people want to be the only person rich in their crew. So I think that's why he kind of equated that to being like so hard, because a lot of people just want to be rich and say fuck everybody else.
Yo, listen, Jay-Z, the bar is hard. It's a hard bar, but I mean, like Jay-Z has better bars than that. You know what I'm saying? That are metaphorically complex. You feel what I'm saying? I
agree.
And like, what is it? I'm on fire, baby. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, something in hell. I sell water to a well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can take that how you want to take that. You can take that how you want to take that, because you got to figure out what is he talking about first. Which well is he talking about?
Oh God! At the end of the day, it just means he can hustle. He's a salesman. He's a businessman.
You know what I'm saying? But it's am I going to sell it to the well that swims in the water, or am I going to sell it to the well that they dug up to get water? You understand?
That's the play on words that people fuck with. You don't hear that on the radio or on mute. You know what I'm saying? I agree, Bees. That's a hard ass line. I don't think the one that Fat Joe was talking about is, he was just talking.
If I shoot
or maybe he could just resonate with it, I feel like.
Hold it, Tati. If I shoot you, I'm brainless. But if you shoot me, you're famous. What's a nigga to do? Yeah.
He said, I sell ice in the winter. I sell fire in hell. I'm a hustler, baby. I sell water to a well. That's a tough one. I like his.
That is a tough line.
I like his verse on Reservoir Dogs. Jay-Z's Reservoir Dogs verse was tough.
I'll hit you with the picture. You get that, Kodak man?
Yeah. Yeah. He has some bars in there.
Man, that done tickled you, B.
Woo. Yo, listen.
How do you start?
Khary, no, I'm about the bars. I'm not about like niggas doing this and that. No, I'm about the bars. I don't want to hear niggas sing, none of that. Mm-hmm. When it comes to that hip hop, I'm about the bars. Like
I'm here for
I like the little URL battle shit and all that. Yeah. No, but when you jump on something and you just throwing it, like for instance, to me, like I said, Biggie with the on Raw Nights on the mic. I perform like Mike, and he won Jordan, Jackson, Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
Those is,
yeah.
I'm here for it. I like that type of stuff too, play on words, like the metaphors and shit like that. That's why I love Wayne, because it's like, if your song really make me think like that, or if I listen to the song multiple times and I find something different every time, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's good music. Not just some shit, not just some shit that we just listening to. It's a vibe. It make me sway for a little moment, for a few minutes. I don't want to think about it.
You got any favorite Wayne bars?
Favorite Wayne bar?
Anything that pops in my head that I like?
It's a few of them. Hold on. I didn't expect you to ask me that. Give me a sec.
All right. Take a sec.
Let me think about it.
So Jay-Z's bars on Reservoir Dogs was tough. I just liked his wordplay on that shit, yo. He says, yo, watch your manners when the veins pop like scanners. Like raindrops, you hear the thunder when I cock them hammers. Yo, big things, big change, ain't shit changed. Get brained in the 4.6 range, nigga. Well, he said, yo, he'll hit you. You get the picture. Kodak, man. Yeah, that was a fucking line, y'all. You know?
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That's like, for me, 50 Cent and We All Die One Day.
Uh-huh.
When he says, the bar is, I'll watch gangster flicks and root for the bad guy and turn it off before it in because the bad guy died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, you know who had bars, but unfortunately we was not able to hear any more than the one verse we got from him?
Oh.
Kid Hood. Off the Tribe Called Quest Scenario remix. You know?
He was his first song, he went barbarian.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
let me see.
Extra.
I feel like that's honestly, I feel like that's why the greats are the greats, you know? Because that era was just way different. I don't know. I don't feel like we've had music like that since then. I feel like music has been trash.
You know what's so crazy about the dude that we talking about though?
Mm-hmm.
He made this he dropped this phenomenal ass 16 and got killed like 8 hours later.
What?
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. But I tell you what.
What he said?
Well, I don't think it was.
What did he say?
I don't think it was from anything that he said on the song, if that's what you're trying to say.
Song, yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking it was like some beef shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back then, a nigga didn't record a song today and have beef with a nigga because he said something about it tomorrow. It took way longer for that song to come out. You know? But this
epic.
This dude is dope.
I lay buckshots. Madman. I rip up stages. Stay out of my wages. I'm wild like Larry Davis.
Yeah.
Extra.
Pick up my clip. I'll tear that ass out the frame, huh? And grab my dick.
And grab my dick. Oh.
The shit that made this dope. The shit that made it dope was the way Busta Rhymes introduced the shit. You know? This was in 1992. You know? Busta introduced this shit. He's like, yo, here in 1992, we present the fabulous What's the Scenario remix, where we have 7 MCs, 6 which are in physical form, 1 which is in spiritual essence. And he goes by the name of Hood. Check your rhyme, that punk ass get hit. Crazy. Shit. I like buckshots, Hood, a madman. Yeah, that verse was hard. And the dope shit about it was like, nobody on that song was like a hardcore rapper at this point.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, even Busta Rhymes is mad tough. He wasn't a hardcore rapper. He was just a rapper that was dope. Like, he might say something like, yo, I might bust your shit. Like, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like, no, I'm killing 50 niggas because I'm selling weight type of shit. He wasn't like, no, I'm no super killer. You know? Like, this nigga, like, I don't even really want to say it, but like listening to the verse is kind of like, yo, that nigga sound like he had beef on the streets. You know? Like his verse just sounded like this was the only hardcore verse on this song. No other verse on this song had any like violent shit on there. You know?
Yeah.
Like he was talking about, yo, I'm a tough guy.
But there was some bars. There was some more bars on that album. I mean, there was some more bars on that track.
Oh, yeah. Everybody on that track went in. Everybody on there went in. You know, but the best bars in hip hop, me personally, I could not tell you what the best bars in hip hop was. There's so many bars that I'm like, yo, I love those bars. Like MOP, you know, from what the fuck he say? Was it from How About Some Hardcore or is it Rugged Never Smooth? It's a super simple line, but it's one of my favorite lines, you know? And
what did he say?
It's like, yo.
He said, I started the music. When I started the music, I was thinking of taking a chance because I still write shit to make my brother want to get up and dance.
Yeah.
That shit right there.
You know? The nigga said, yo, what's a nigga make a record? Bitches be like, fuck Mystic, think it this dick and go naked. You know? And I was like, yo, I just like the metaphor and wordplay. You know, this nigga used the commercial in his verse. You know? Mystic, they tagline was go naked. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck Mystic, you get this dick and go naked. You know? The nigga said, yo, I scream on niggas like a roller coaster. You's a whack motherfucker, so hang it up like a poster. Super simple. You know? But I'm like, yo, it makes sense. Hang that shit up like a poster, nigga. You know? I'm like, yo, I like they wordplay. And like these
hang it up, dude.
And these were some tough guys rapping.
Yes, my shit is, what does he say? When I'm smoking and drinking, I do deep thinking about my peeps in the ground because I'm down till I'm dead and stinking.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I really feel like people had shit to prove back then, or they just had like massive amounts of just creativity. I just really feel like right now music is very watered down.
Tati, I'm gonna tell you the key thing to old school hip hop. Nobody wanted to sound like nobody.
That's true.
Right.
That's the key. Today, everybody's like, yo, that one drill beat, because at the end of the day, everybody's following the same basic.
Yeah.
One drill, whatever that background sample is, I don't give a fuck what you put over it.
You gonna find it on everything.
Background drum sounds like the same shit over and over
again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, too? The other day I was on Instagram and I saw a reel of this lady, and she was like, when you're over 30 and you're listening to the radio and realize that everything on the radio sounds like everything back then. Literally played like 8 songs that's on the radio today. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Which I noticed a few years ago, but I'm like, okay, everybody's just doing their little, they're trying to recreate some shit. But I'm like, why do you have to use a beat that we already heard? Because, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the whole purpose of doing covers is if you feel like you can make some shit that's just as great as the original or you know what I'm saying? So when I listen to these new songs, it's like, I still want to hear the old shit. I don't want to hear the new shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There was no purpose. Well, everything is definitely back in the day. There's no new music. Well, I won't say no, because I got a few artists that I listen to that I just absolutely love.
I saw a tweet that referenced something that Prince had said some years back. Prince wasn't the biggest fan of sampling. Prince really wanted people to play instruments and shit like that, right? So, Prince was a super like music snob. He was like a super music snob. But he was like, soon people are going to be sampling the samples that's been sampled.
On God,
and that's what's happening now. People are sampling the stuff that's already been sampled and using that as a sample.
Yo,
that's just ridiculous.
It's funny that you say that, right? Because today I just learned like 3 songs that I like from, and like it's generational, like, and I'm like, wow. Till like, okay, basically I learned today that "Yearning for Your Love" by the Gap Band is also what is the song by SWV? You're always on my mind. Earning Love is You're Always on My Mind. And then the new shit that it is now is the Baddie joint.
The Baddie joint.
What Baddie joint?
Yeah, the song Baddie. I forgot who's it by. It's hot right now.
Okay.
Baddie.
But then again, you know what?
I'm not sure.
It might be hot in New York. Wait, it might be hot in New York like that. It may not be hot in Florida like that.
Right.
Let me see what you're talking about. Who is it by?
Poodle over here says, I agree with Prince. Sampling is cheating.
That is true. Yeah. I really miss the days where people would definitely come up with their own sound. Like they would sit in the studio, because I love live performances. So I appreciate any performance, any music where I'm hearing the instruments in the background, or where you're seeing people like actually create it I don't know how I feel about all of these just samples. Like everybody just taking something and speeding it up, slowing it down, like adding shit to it. Like just come up with your own shit.
Now, I mean, sampling.
You know how you do it, yo.
I like sampling. I'm not the biggest fan of just taking something and looping it up. I like people like Q-Tip, people like Havoc, people like Jay Dilla, people like Ninth Wonder that when they like Premier, like when they sample something, a lot of times they actually chop it up to a point where now they're using the sounds to make new sounds, like to make new patterns.
Like you can't even tell that it was a sample.
Right.
Like how you say you didn't realize that SWV, it was the Yearning for Your Love.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, because dude was like, dude played it, and then he was like, now watch, let me slow it down. And then he slowed it down. He's like, now let me add this. Let me add this. And then that shit was, you're always on my mind. Then he took the, you're always on my mind. He's like, okay, now let me speed this up. Let me add this and do this. And then it was the song that's, what you call it? I can't think of, I got to start streaming from my fucking tablet so I can go on my phone and do what I need to do. Because I be talking about shit and then
you need something to Google on real quick.
Yeah. See, but in the same vein, like Poodle over here says, I like to see people play instruments. Jay-Z. I actually played Jay-Z's MTV, what was it called?
Unplugged, right?
Unplugged, yeah. Jay-Z's Unplugged, where the Roots played. Even though all of those was based on samples, they were still able to be played by live instruments because they was live instruments that was sampled.
Listen.
You know?
And let me tell you something.
Killed that shit.
Let me tell you something. When you hear, which one was it? Damn it, it was one of those on there. And I'm just like, when I heard it, I'm like, okay, I gotta go watch the video. Because there's no way not no way, but it's just crazy because when you hear live music sometimes, they can't completely, I don't want to say can't, you don't see that people completely sound like, the song. It's always a little different.
Right.
They literally down to a little triangle ding, recreated it. Yeah. It was crazy. I had to go watch it live because I'm like, nah, I want to see them doing it,
And they say,
what song was it?
Jaguar Wright killed the vocals. It might have been Song Cry. Was it Song Cry?
Nah, not Song Cry. It was hold on.
Was it Definitely?
It was Give It To Me, I think. It was Give It To Me. And it's like, when you think about that, don't that sound like, the song sounds like electric, It sounds electric, like they created it on the computer. They actually recreated the whole thing. Like, it was just crazy to me. It was crazy to me.
Cheryl says, Bees, you're right. That's why I watch y'all on my smart TV and chat with y'all on my phone. When I watch a lot of YouTube stuff and streams, I actually send it to my TV.
Actually, I'm lying, y'all.
I watch a lot of stuff
on my
TV. To Give It To You joint with Pharrell.
I know, it's People Talking. That's the one where I was like, I like Give It To You with Pharrell, right? I think they did dope. And I was like, damn, they killed that. Then when the next song came on, People Talking, I'm like, yo, that's a hard beat to recreate. That's a hard,
what beat?
I don't know. I wish you'll play it real quick. Hold on. I'm playing it on my song. On my phone. Is that gonna mess up the video?
No, go ahead.
All right, hold on. Let me start it over.
Was it Change Clothes?
After the show is the after party. You hear it?
Oh, Fiesta.
Listen to it.
Yo, Jigga, that nigga Jigga. OC, Jigga, that nigga Jigga.
But they ain't even started yet.
Jigga.
We from New York. We just know that. We just know it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that nigga's shit place, we just know it.
That's like, I really feel like that was like something that they created on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, the beats that they
A
create with the
keyboard beat. They
computer,
called them
the little
keyboard beats back
a
then.
keyboard. Okay,
Yeah.
a keyboard beat, right? I
The
feel like that
early
was
Swiss
one of
beat.
those, and they really like, I don't know. It's crazy that it sounds just like the record.
Yeah.
I love that.
The early Swiss beats.
Yep. Which I think
I love that.
I think early Swiss Beats had one of the hardest beats out there for that fucking Jay-Z shit. The shit that killed the whole summer.
Jigga.
Yeah. Jigga. That's my motherfucking name. Jigga. That shit right there, yo. I remember that summer because that fucking song was playing out of every car that drove by you. You would be driving down 125th Street, and all you would hear is that song because every car had Hot 97 on, and that song would just ring out.
I remember that song because I hummed it on a chick's box.
Dog, shut up, bees. Shut up.
Shit.
Like this.
Oh man. I gotta clip that one. Let me see if I can clip that.
That's insane.
Oh man. All right, but let's move it on. Let's move it on.
And she'll ever remember me. Whenever she hears that song,
shut up.
Speaking of Jay-Z.
She heard you humming it? I'm sorry.
Speaking of Jay-Z and lyrics, Jay-Z, Meek Mill, and a bunch of other artists are actually pushing for a law that would stop New York prosecutors from using rap lyrics as evidence. And some people feel that if this passes, this could set a precedent and actually start like a chain reaction throughout the country. You know how California kind of introduces a lot of legislature, and sooner or later it starts to migrate to other states, and other states start behaving the same way, like weed, for example. You know, California is one of the first states to legalize weed, and now it's moving all throughout the country. And some people feel like this might be the same thing if a law like this passes that would make it to where you can't use rap lyrics against a person in the court of law.
We know a lot of people that got caught up like that. What's the dude? I got murder on my mind. What was it? What's his name?
Melly.
He was a young dude. Melly.
YN something Melly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got caught up off that song. Didn't Bobby Shmurda get caught up too?
Bobby Shmurda did get caught up off of his lyrics. You know?
Who else got caught? It's a lot of people that got caught up.
A lot of people did get caught up. And I'm a little bit on both sides of this discussion. You know?
Me too.
Part of me says, you know what? Nah, you shouldn't be able to use lyrics against somebody. But part of me is like, if they're telling you verbatim what the fuck they did, why shouldn't you? You know?
That is true.
I shot Johnny in the head.
Right, you know?
Made him dead.
You know, there's people
Look, on January 26th.
There's people doing that, you know? But I see Jay-Z and Meek Mill's side of the argument is because now they can use these lyrics to paint a person's character. You know?
Yeah, whatever picture they want to paint.
Even if the person is pretty much just telling you things that they've seen, not necessarily things that they've experienced, you know? Some people are just saying, yo, this is what I've seen in my life, you know? Like, there's been plenty of times where I wrote songs that might have spoke about somebody getting killed or somebody dying or some shit like that. And it's because that shit's happened around me, you know? So now I might write a fictional story that has me killing somebody in it, you know? Like Biggie, you know? Biggie had plenty of songs where he's killed niggas in the song. He had a song where he shot a nigga that was holding his baby. And he's not sure if he shot the baby. You know? Now say somebody somebody say something like that actually just so happens to happen after when that song comes out or something like that, and now police says, hey, this song shows that he did it, even though he's just talking, making up a story, but something that resembled like happened in real life.
Yeah.
Shit like that could happen, you know?
Yeah. I agree. But, you know, I feel like you said, I'm on the fence just because I feel like if you're dumb enough to write about it, I understand writing is you know, releasing. If you're dumb enough to put it in a song, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You should be ready for whatever consequences that come with that. But I do agree, because I do hear that some people write about experience. They write about other things. They're not writing about themselves. Sometimes they're writing about the things around them.
Mm-hmm.
I had a client yesterday. He's a rapper. He writes like, you know, it's like some trap shit, but like, you know, he's not even like that. Yeah, he's not like that. He told me, like, I just write about the things that I see around me. So it's like, you know, some of these people, you got to also understand that, I think we talked about this one time, that artists, sometimes they're entertainers. They're not trap niggas like y'all think they are. They're there to entertain you. Sometimes they don't even write their own stuff. You know?
And
so I feel like...
I think that might be part of Jay-Z and Meek Mill's argument, that a lot of times when you go to court, the people that are going to be judging people off of these rap lyrics don't understand the context, don't understand the culture. You know, they're totally separate from whatever the hell is going on and whoever they have on trial lives. A majority of the time, the jury does not look like us. They don't relate to us. They don't understand us. You know?
Right.
So you're asking these people to judge people like me based off of things said in songs that you can't disseminate whether they're true events or if this person's an entertainer.
And you better believe that they're judging you based off of your appearance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just the term rapper gets its own reputation. You know, gang shit, he's been arrested multiple times. He's been this, he's been that. You know, so they're already going based off of that, also, as well as, I know it's only strictly supposed to be based off of evidence, you know, reasonable doubt. But you better believe that they are also coming to, you know, just a conclusion just based off of, they're judging based off the appearance and the reputation as well.
Right.
I think.
Right.
So I'm definitely on the fence as well.
I'm on the fence. I think if anybody is trying to shoot this down, I think one of their arguments might be that, hey, if we pass this, what's to stop them from saying, hey, now you can't use stuff people post on social media against you?
I was going to say that.
You know?
I was going to say that because I actually just saw, if y'all, I mean, you know, I don't really follow them, but this week it has been a little thing between the dude, NLE, the one that got attacked at the airport by the fan, that thought he was NBA Youngboy. So NBA Youngboy came out and like posted like some money, and the money like was in letters and it said "stay safe," right? And apparently he came out with a song talking shit about what was it, O Block, Chicago, right?
Okay.
Then
a little war going on right now.
Right. So NBA
Youngboy
posted "stay safe," and then he posted, and all of this is written in money. And then he also posted another one that said, "You niggas gonna die," in money.
Yeah,
right?
I saw that.
And then Lil Durk posted, "Hurry y'all bitch ass up," in money, right? And posted like, "We colorblind, but we see red." So you obviously know it's some gang shit going on, right? Some bloods and shit, right? So then NLE Chopper, right? He posted, "Who shot you?" on Twitter. And seeing all of this, because you know the blogs got them lined up. So, you know, the blogs is doing the investigation for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So you see them all lined up, you know? So I'm looking at it. I'm just like, really, y'all all going to jail. NBA Youngboy just got out, right? Y'all all going to jail, and this right here is the proof. Why do y'all do shit like this? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This nigga on bail now.
A couple days ago,
NBA young boy, he on bail now.
Yeah, a couple days ago, he released a song. That's a diss song that takes aim at Untitled Chapter, Lil Durk, Frito Bang, 21 Savage, and others. So he dropped the whole song dissing a whole bunch of people. I haven't listened to it. I'm not sure what he said.
Y'all gonna die. You get what I'm saying? So now when somebody dies, where you think they going? Where you think they going? Right. And then what's his name? NLE Chopper, you post who shot you. So as soon as somebody gets shot, where are the police going?
Yeah.
And these ain't your homeboys that's still trapping. This is y'all, you know, you got a whole brand. You know what I'm saying? This is y'all. Cause y'all still on some street shit. Mm-hmm. Y'all are going to jail. Y'all niggas are going to jail. And these Instagram posts is the proof. I feel like.
Yeah.
That's insane. Why do y'all do shit like this?
They need to be living like Polo G. He made a couple of songs. His money got up. That nigga moved from fucking Chicago. He got the fuck out of Chicago with all that bullshit.
I like Polo G. That's the one that's into herbs and stuff like that, right? I think his mom is like his manager. She's like this real pretty dark skin. Yeah. Yes. I like him. His mama don't play that. His mama do not play that.
She's not with the bullshit.
That's exactly how I would be if I had a son. His mama do not play that shit.
And you know who don't play more? They lucky she passed away. His grandma.
Grandma? Who is his grandma?
His grandma passed away, but he made a song like where he made a song about grandma. It's like, all right, Ma, it's cool. Me and Ma, we good. But me and grandma, it's something different, yo.
Right.
Like he talks about in the song, I think he talks about something like how grandma had to come outside with a bat. Like it's some wild, like grandma don't play about the baby. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I love it because I can relate. My family like that. Like my family is like that. Like that. I remember my auntie came out one time with a machete. My family is like that. They on that. So I'm here for it. If I had a son, I'll be just like her. Y'all are not gonna play with my son.
Yo, check this out. Story from my childhood. I thought my dad was with that shit, but he wasn't with that shit. Yo,
literally.
Yo, niggas was chasing me home, and I'm running home. Yo, and I'm screaming, "Dad!" and all that. And my dad comes downstairs and all that. And the nigga was like, "Yo, you better not come back upstairs till somebody get their ass kicked."
Oh God.
Oh God.
Somebody. Listen.
Somebody
I told
get
you.
their ass kicked. Don't run to me. And
listen, that's like the parent that hop on the bus and tell everybody. You know, my mama done that before too. Don't play with my daughter. Don't play with my daughter, and if you got a problem, tell your mama to come see me. On God. I love that. I love that energy. I love his mom. That's and you don't see him in the street shit, do you?
Nah. I think,
them niggas is going to jail.
They got arrested for their little bullshit, but that was some shit like they was coming from a show and it was just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you don't really hear nothing about this boy in the news. He just make music, drop them albums, and get his bread. That's all he do. That's what you supposed to do. Like Lil Durk, I don't even see why he's still like, dude, you too far out there. Your wedding, all this stuff is, you know what I'm saying?
You got 50 million kids.
You can't do this no more. You can't do
Come
that
on,
no more.
dog. That's how I be feeling when they get big like this and they continue going to jail back to back, and then you know all of this shit y'all doing. It's like, bro, what was the whole goal? You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, y'all grew up in the streets, right? Let's be real, y'all on some street shit. There was a goal behind it though. The goal is to get out the streets, right? And you there. You got money, you there. You made it, my nigga. Why are you still in the street? Why are you going back to jail? Kodak. Nigga, why is you back and forth in jail? You know what I'm saying? Y'all street niggas, and there was a purpose, there was a goal, but it just never ends for y'all. Like, I don't understand the shit. I really don't. I really don't. You got a chance to keep your family safe. They can live however they want to. You comfortable, and you still make them have to look over their shoulder. Because I remember Dirk in India also got, like, a few months ago, somebody tried to rob them, like broke into their house, and they said they was in there shooting, you know, at the robbers, and you know what I'm saying? That should not be reality for your family.
But I wouldn't necessarily attribute that to something he was doing, like, other than just having money. I'm
not saying that that's something that he was doing, you know, because definitely if you have money, you can still get robbed even if you're not in some street shit. I agree.
Right.
But at the end of the day, most likely, because you still in the streets, you get what I'm saying? Like, your family, I feel like if you a street nigga and now you got a family, you now have to think about your family, your wife, your kids. You know what I'm saying?
That comes with maturity.
The energy brought that to you. The energy brought that to you.
That's crazy. That should have ended. That should have ended a long time ago. So, I mean, I honestly feel like when I see shit like that, I feel like, I don't know. I don't like seeing, I don't know. I just feel like they got what they creating their own environment is what I'm going to say.
And it's like whatever dudes you fuck with, all right, you got your solid couple of dudes that you fuck with. Yo, bring them, get them niggas up out of there, show them something different too. Because half the time that's what the fucking be. Niggas don't see nothing different. So all they look at is that shit right there. You know what I'm saying? And you got like one dude who's kind of like enabling them, because it's like, dude, you got money and you coming back and you doing this dumb shit and then you rapping about the shit and all that shit. So yeah, they're gonna use your lyrics against you. Instead of what you call it, yo, if you gonna rap about that shit and do all that shit, at the end of the day, once you get to a certain status, you're not to be seen. You're not to be seen unless you're performing. If you're showing up for what you call it, at that point, you're only trying to strengthen your brand. But then at the same time, if niggas try to use that type of shit against you, they can't use it against you because you out the fucking radar.
Right.
But he's constantly on the radar, and then they rap about it. That's the shit that kills me with the fucking what you call.
You know what? Thinking about this takes me back to Kid Hood's verse. You know, and it takes me back.
That was the guy y'all was talking about earlier.
Yeah, it takes me back to his verse because, like, just listening to this verse, I can tell like he was a thorough dude in the streets. You know, like he spoke shit in this song, which you might say, you know what, this dude might shoot me or some shit. This dude is legit, you know? But he didn't say, hey, I specifically did this thing, this type of thing. I specifically sold drugs. I specifically did. He said, yo, he gave a lot of metaphors on how he's ill without saying, I'm actually shooting niggas and I'm actually doing this. You know, he used his wordplay and metaphors to get across his point of being a tough guy instead of blatantly saying in their raps, yo, my niggas be shooting niggas in that gang on Tuesdays, you know? So come check us out. And this is our Instagram. That's kind of like how niggas be rapping, you know? So
like what's that? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say that one song by the dudes up in Jacksonville. It's like, okay, you're rapping a song that Who I Smoke song. They're actually naming people they're actually naming people from the other crew that's dead. People that went up missing. Now, if one of those dudes now gets implicated in some past crime, I can't say, yeah, they shouldn't use those lyrics against them in court.
Exactly. You automatically going to jail because you already know who died. You know? You already know.
But, so neither have.
What's that?
I'm sorry. I thought you was finished, bro.
No, I was. Go ahead.
And so, have either one of you seen that what you call it, that TikTok meme or whatever, where niggas be like, yo, you be in the studio with these niggas with drill shit, and it's like Tony got popped, Johnny got shot.
What deal?
And it's like, yo, homegirl is rocking, and then she like, oh, word? Damn.
Yeah, that's the song.
Y'all niggas is going to jail.
That's the song.
No, that's a different song. That's a different song. But it's like, Imagine. I'm reaching here, but imagine that the police has like a social media creator. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, put out this trend, make it go viral. These niggas just tell it. Y'all do the jobs for the police. Y'all do their jobs for them. Really, I feel like they ain't gotta ask no questions because you already said it. Yep. The shit's viral. Yep. You want to hear Becky said it? She said it too. You said Tom got shot. You know what I'm saying? Oh, all right, Siri. Ain't nobody talking to you.
They do. All right,
yeah,
but how you know
crazy.
Tom got shot? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the question. How you know Tom got shot?
Now a nigga can't even say I want my you know you can't even just be silent because you know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm on both sides of that coin on whether you should or you shouldn't, but I think I'm more leaning towards the side to where you can't because I believe in artistic freedom, and I think that I believe art will get caught up in real shit, unfortunately, and nobody will be able to disseminate what's real and what isn't. So everybody will be looked at as the villain.
Right.
You know. But let's go ahead and move it on. What we getting into next? We are getting into Florida's trying to ban Black History Month. They didn't say it outright, but they are working on a bill that bans white Americans from feeling discomfort about racism. Yes, they are passing a law that says white Americans should not feel discomfort from talking about racism and the atrocities that their ancestors created, that they are now benefiting from, and they shouldn't have to tolerate feeling uncomfortable about it.
So, hello. I do have a question.
What's that?
So basically, they're saying that they don't want to have like no regrets of past racism, right? That's basically what they're kind of saying, right? Because you're banning history. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much, they tired of hearing us talk about it.
Right.
They tired of feeling guilty.
They don't want us to talk about it, even though they're throwing the national anthem down our throat.
Right.
Yeah. But so can we talk about present racism? What about the present history?
Nah, we can't talk about that either. All lives matter.
Can't talk about any.
No, all lives matter. You can't talk about that either.
You know?
Yeah, that's crazy to me. I mean, honestly, if you actually live in Florida and you have children that are in the school system, you already know that the Black history has been way watered down so much in the last, and I'm gonna just say since I've been in school, you know. So it's a long time that they've already started removing Black history from the classrooms and already was not teaching it. This is just
Could I ask this real quick? They're trying to remove it because of slavery.
Anything
it makes
that
white people uncomfortable.
Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
So now what? So now what defines uncomfortable? So now that just means any white people, any white person that says, "Oh, I'm uncomfortable with this topic,"
right? We
got to stop talking about that. So that includes racism. That includes things like I want to say what do you call it? Economic disadvantages. I'm gonna say. Does that make sense? So like Black people not being able, people of color, minorities. Let's take it that far, not being able to get loans and shit for, you know, anything that they teach in school that any white person in that class says, if little Becky says, hey, I'm uncomfortable talking about, you know, the unfair advantage between minorities and white. That got to be taken out. Now, little Becky's mom can talk to the board and that has to be taken out, is what they're saying. Right. But what I'm saying is that Black history in general, I'm specifically, has already started being removed from the classrooms within the last 10, 15, 20 years. Let's say 15, 10, 15. It's already been removed. They've already started that process. And now this is just a stamp, like legally. All right, here y'all go. You know,
Mm-hmm.
legally, we can't talk about this no more.
I say like this. It's gonna be a little different. Give it another what you call it. Give it another 10, 15 years. It's gonna be different because yo, you see all these old decrepit motherfuckers is dying.
Man,
You know
nah, and they kids is keeping that shit alive.
Nah.
It's deep rooted.
Well, you know what? They're passing this law like black people outnumber white people. We are still a super small percentage of this country.
Of America, yeah.
You think so? I don't believe that.
Yeah, we're a very small percentage of this country.
We are.
Yeah. We're a very small percentage of this country. I don't
know. But
all that middle America? Ain't many black people all out in middle America.
Listen, I feel like
big cities.
Yeah, I honestly feel like this is why it's very important because, I'm not surprised by this because like I said, I know personally that this has already started. They've already started this process. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, they just telling us to our face now, like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna talk about that shit no more. Y'all just gonna have to get over it. It was past, whatever, Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I feel like this is why parents, it is very important for you to also educate your child. Now, I know that it's hard because, we also as parents have jobs and other things going on. So it'd be hard to teach your kids about extra things outside of school, But
Mm-hmm.
This is why it's very important for you to have conversations with your kid and make sure that school is not the only place that they are learning. You know what I'm saying? They're learning this type of stuff in the household as well, because it's not just the school board's job to but educate your child. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's why education starts at home. So don't let this discourage y'all. I'm not surprised by it, but just make sure that just make sure this is another reason. I feel like COVID was also just a push that people needed to realize that, damn, homeschooling is, I personally feel like homeschooling is an option, because they had to do it in 2020 when schools were out. So I feel like now it's just, I don't know. Like I said, don't let school be the only place that your child is learning, because you can teach Black history at home. Right. And I'm sure you can do a way better job of it because we have, people, our family members, like our grandmothers, great grandmothers, that have personal experiences with slavery that can give you a firsthand account, rather than some half-told shit that they was going to learn in the textbook anyway. Mm-hmm. We already knew them textbooks weren't shit. So this isn't surprising. Right. And that's all I got to say.
Yeah, all this racist shit that they say isn't around anymore, that the part they say isn't around anymore, or they think isn't around anymore, it hasn't been quote unquote gone that long. If they're trying to think, if they're thinking back to when Martin Luther King was fighting for shit, that's probably when they think it ended, when civil rights came into play. That's probably when a lot of these people think it ended, And even if that's the time they're thinking about, if Martin Luther King was alive, he would be like 90-something, Betty White was older than that, Reggie over here in the chat said, yo, to me, the history is a lie. Is a lie, so why not get rid of it? Because we still call ourselves Black African Americans, and that's a lie itself. I feel, you know who else feels you on that? Mitch McConnell. Y'all heard what he said? No, serious. You heard what Mitch McConnell said? Mm-hmm. He said, yo.
I did not.
He said, Black Americans vote at the same rate as Americans.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, though.
Agree what?
I agree that they vote at the same rate as listen.
I think you missed the language.
Okay, go ahead.
I think you missed the language.
Yeah.
Okay, say it again.
He said Black Americans vote at the same rate as Americans. As if Americans and Black Americans are different. We're all supposed to be Americans.
Americans are one type of people, and then Black Americans are another. That's what he's saying.
Right.
Okay. I'm okay. The way that I was looking at it,
we're not real Americans. He's saying it like we're not real Americans. Like Black people aren't real Americans. That's kind of He said Black people vote like Americans.
We're not red-blooded Americans, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. Yeah. I took that differently, but okay.
You know,
because I think white people still think our blood is like a different color, and
they think it's blue. They think it's blue and it's cold.
They think it's different. Like I think they think the air we breathe is different, but we be in the same area of one another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
and
I mean,
Now, Khary over here in the chat says the 2020 census has African Americans at 12.6% of the population, down from 12.4 in 2010, or is it up from 12.4 in 2010?
But now let me ask you this though: the census, if I'm correct, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it only? I'm not saying if I'm correct. I'm actually asking: is it only counted by, from what they know? You know how we also have to fill out forms and stuff, for the doctors and stuff. Are they counting that, or is it only the people that have filled out, that have done the census?
Well, they use statistics. So they kind of take the census, they get the numbers, and then they try to figure out the margin of error of how many people might have filled it out, how many people might not have filled it out, and kind of gauge their numbers based off answers that they come on the census. So they kind of use like this whole mathematical formula. It's a good guess. I would say it's a pretty close guess. I wouldn't say it's I wouldn't say it's more than 5 or 10% off. I wouldn't even say it's as far as 10% off.
Okay, well, personally, I don't know. I really don't. That's my belief. I know y'all think differently, but I don't feel like we are truly the minority. I don't think so. But I get what y'all are saying.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't think so. I don't feel like it. But I don't know. I feel like as far as the whole Black History thing, back to that, I don't think that somebody was saying something in the chat that I was trying to
what, Columbus and his dumbass?
Now Columbus.
Now how they're
about Columbus.
Oh,
now
that is true.
How they're talking about white discomfort. They don't think there's ever Black discomfort.
Yeah, but they don't care about it.
Exactly.
They don't care about Black discomfort.
I actually asked my kids one time, this is when they was a little younger, about Black History Month in school, right? Mm-hmm. And the school that my kids actually go to, the high school, is predominantly white and Hispanic, right? And I asked them about Black History Month, and they was like, it's weird. It's like whenever they like ask questions about like slavery or talk about slavery or something dealing with Black issues, it's like the whole class just turns around, looks at me, like I'm the only one that cares about this.
Why you laughing?
And both my kids,
I was trying not to laugh, but then these did.
and both my kids said this has happened to them, and it was like, yeah, it's like they just look at you like, oh, how do you feel about that? Yeah. And I'm like, that's Black discomfort, And now y'all make the shit uncomfortable,
Yeah,
that is true.
And for them, for your kids, they probably looking like, yo, why is everybody looking at us? Like,
right.
His ass, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, see, I went to a predominantly Black school when I was in around that age to like learn about Black history. I remember like middle school, predominantly Black, and and I actually had a Black history. My teacher was Black. She was a woman, right? Mm-hmm. And she was a Black woman, and see, I have a different experience of that. So I feel like when we talked about slavery and stuff, it was like the whole class is Black. So we really having this conversation, like she's really getting us to understand it. So that's why I feel like my experience learning about Black history, even though like the person I was going to respond to, I think was, I can't remember, but somebody, Sean, half of the stuff they teach, half of the Black history that they teach, the shit in the books is lies anyway, So it's like when we had,
painted like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it wasn't even the right story anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I'm not too mad at it. It's like, yeah, they just throwing the shit in our face. That I feel like it's just that move that kind of upsets people. But I feel like we already knew that it was bullshit in the book anyway. You get what I'm saying? Like it was already painted to be some bullshit. So I'm not too mad at it. But as far as my experience learning, I feel like mine was thorough. And that was because my teacher cared. She was, she was one of those people that was passionate about it. And you really don't have those teachers anymore. Like you'll have a white teacher teaching Black history just because it's a topic that you got to cover, and check off the list. And it's like, that's insane. I don't know.
Let's see.
I'm not too mad.
See, Cheryl actually posted something which made me wonder. She said, I went to school in the 60s and 70s. So, of course, we didn't have Black history in school. So, which is like, wow, that's wild. In the course of, 30, 40 years, curriculum was introduced and now trying to be taken out of education.
Right. That is true. Because where do they learn it at? They don't learn it unless, like, I feel like when you think about it, like your family has different like ways of doing things or maybe just different mannerisms, right? So because we're from the South, I feel like my parents my parents personally didn't force me to say yes ma'am, no ma'am, but that was a thing in my family. Yes ma'am, no ma'am, especially when you're talking to white people. You know what I'm saying? You always courteous, you're always polite. You don't do no ratchet ghetto shit in front of, you better not show out in front of white people. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we have those mannerisms in our family, but say like Miss Cheryl, you never learned about Black history. All you have is mannerisms. You know what I'm saying? So like, where do you of course you know about slavery, but where do you really learn that from? Where do you really learn like the stories about damn it, y'all. The stories about like what's the name of it? Wasn't it in Georgia, like the Black city, and then it was burnt down, shit like that?
Yeah, you hear that outside of school. School didn't teach that stuff.
But some people didn't even learn that until like a few, how social media is
some
really
people
like
didn't learn it until social media. Yeah.
Right.
Check this out. No. Check this out. For my generation, I'm gonna tell you like this. A lot of that shit, I ain't learning about that shit till hip hop.
Yep. Hip hop taught us a lot of stuff back in the days as well.
Because it was a different type of hip hop.
So
right.
So that show Watchmen that came on HBO.
The one with the aliens and stuff with Regina King?
Yeah. In the beginning of the show, in the beginning of this series, they reenacted I think it was Tulsa, where Black Wall Street was pretty much attacked and burnt down. They reenacted that, and it showed white people terrorizing this town, destroying this town, killing people, and people started like, yo, what's this bullshit? Why are you painting white people as so evil in this scene? And people had to learn that, hey, because we're depicting history right here.
Because this actually happened.
Right. Even though this is a fictional show, we are reenacting history right there. This is where we're starting the show, where we're having to diverge from history, And a lot of people did not know about, I'm not even going to call it Khary says a lot of people never knew about the Tulsa race riots. I'm not even going to call it a race riot because the Black people didn't want to fucking do anything violent. They wanted to be peaceful. I would say it was white people attacking Black people. And that's why a lot of people were angry at that, and that was never taught in school. I didn't learn about that until I was an adult. And when I saw that on TV, I was like, oh shit, they are recreating this shit. I know exactly what they're talking about. Nobody really knows about this. A lot of this stuff you have to learn on your own. You have to learn secondhand. You have to the schools aren't teaching this. The schools are
That is
teaching us the
true.
history, the Black history they want us to know, not the Black history
Yeah.
we need to know.
And that's where programming really starts. Like, you know, put your kids in school so we can teach them what we want them to know. You know what I'm saying? Our version of things. But two things. I feel like, two things. I like shows and movies that do that. I didn't see, y'all remember when Candyman came out again? I didn't go see that, but I remember seeing a trailer or something where they actually told the real story of Candyman. I don't know if they actually did that because I didn't see the movie, but I read about it.
They did it in the movie. They did it in the original movie too.
I appreciated that. So y'all know that. So not y'all, but this new generation understands that this was a real story. You know, this is not like horror. This isn't just some entertainment shit we made up for TV, but this really happened. So I really appreciate movies and writers that really incorporate that into their, you know, their content, right? But now also I was gonna say that y'all.
They're good at trying to hide their atrocities and viciousness. I say.
Oh, I was gonna say I was like 20, and maybe this may be a conspiracy theory, but I read it somewhere. But I was like in my 20s when maybe I was out of school. I was in college, I think, and I read that, you know, Martin Luther King did not die like right there. Like when they shot him, he didn't die right there. But that's the story I remember being beat into my head in school. I mean, repetitively. I mean, worksheets, fill this out. What happened to Martin Luther King, guys? He was shot and he died. Say it back. He was shot and he died, right? But then when you learn that he didn't die right there on the spot, which is, and they got a whole, you know, museum and memorial, like you can go and see the spot that he died. He didn't die right there. He actually went to the hospital. He was still alive. But then when you go back and you think about those times, who, you know, it's segregation.
They don't tell you about that neither.
Listen, he got white doctors working on him. You know what I'm saying?
The doctors killed him.
We in the middle of segregation. That's the conspiracy. That's why I said maybe it might be a conspiracy theory. But, you know, when you think of, okay, he didn't die right there on the spot. So what happened? He went to the hospital. And what happens? He has white doctors working on him. This is during segregation. This is, you know what I'm saying? You think he really got the treatment? He was, let's save this nigga. You really think that was the goal? You get what I'm saying? So it's just like that type of stuff was not taught in school, is not taught in school. So this is the type of things that like kids need to know. They'll teach you about Martin Luther King. They won't tell you they killed him though. You get what I'm saying? Like
and they also won't tell you how much they hated him.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Y'all, people, Malcolm X, the FBI, you know, the whole FBI thing. You think that
mad when Gandhi met up with him.
These the same niggas you think I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I just feel like this type of stuff needed to be talked about in our households anyway. You know, and a lot of us, whether we're grown or children, don't know a lot of this stuff until we talk to other people. I feel like this is why we need to talk to our people. Like, you know, I feel like firsthand stories are way better than books. Way better than books, because you was there. Tell me about it.
Well, I think the white people are not uncomfortable enough. You know, I think there needs to be more Black history being taught. You know, I think they should be uncomfortable 12 months a year. You know, not just 28 days. I think they should be uncomfortable 12 months a year. They should be exposed to Black history just like they're exposed to all American history. And they need to be exposed to the truth.
Exactly. The truth, not all watered down bullshit.
Right. Not saying, oh, they came over here as indentured servants. Get that bullshit out of here. That's a slave, motherfucker.
Like they wanted to work.
You know? Come
on now. And they don't tell you, these are the people we talk about, these are your grandparents. Like your grandma that's still alive probably most definitely went through segregation. Your great grandma, you know what I'm saying? Slavery. it's like it was not
my
that long ago.
my grandmother, my great grandfather, I know. I already
Yeah,
know. My
yeah.
grandfather, my great grandfather, 40 acres and a mule. You gotta tell me nothing else.
My granddad too, in Virginia. You know, working on a plantation. You get what I'm saying? Those are the type of conversations we need to be having with our offspring, you know, so they understand. And I agree, Khary. I feel like white people are not uncomfortable enough. I really don't think so. I feel like the same way we talk about 9/11 till we blue in the fucking face. You get what I'm saying?
They already
I
teach you
feel like we should
9/11
be
in
talking.
school, aren't they?
I'm sick of that shit. Yeah, it happened. I understand. But now you want to stop talking about slavery, but you're going to beat 9/11 down our throat.
So they spoke about 9/11 when you was in school?
Huh?
They spoke about 9/11 when you was in school?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's some bullshit.
Actually, 9/11 happened. 9/11 got in the history books quick, if you think about it.
That's what I'm saying.
If you think about it, 9/11 got in the history books quick because I was in school when 9/11 happened. And then I remember learning about 9/11 in school. And Miss Cheryl said, you know what I'm saying? They didn't teach that when she was going through it, you know? They put that shit in the history books quick. That's insane.
Let's see. Just over here looking.
Never remember, never forget. Never remember the history, but never forget the thing. And tell the truth. Yeah. And tell the truth about Columbus. Tell the truth. I'm so sick of this shit. I don't want to. I'm so sick of this shit. Tell the truth. Whites came to America and spread diseases. Y'all remember the Trail of Tears. And not just that, but spread disease and it.
Can I say this? Y'all came and spread diseases amongst the Moors, not the Indians. Because this dumb motherfucker did not land the Indians. This niggas. And that's why Jamaicans are called West Indians. Because once again, this dumb motherfucker thought he landed in India. Because he landed in Jamaica first, then he landed here.
Can we tell the truth about Thanksgiving too? You know what I'm saying? Can we tell the truth?
Slaughtered the Moors? How they went genocide on the Moors?
Can we tell the truth? Them people did not teach y'all how to live willingly. Not, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. This topic really this is something I'm really.
Last year, I remember there was a proposal in Texas to take slavery out of the history books in school. You know where? So Florida isn't the first state, but there's other states as well.
I expect that from Texas, though.
Texas and Florida aren't too different.
We just want to start.
That's
over.
why I said.
What you trying to do? Like we just want to start over. But y'all
no reparations either, y'all. Y'all ain't finna get shit. Just stop talking about it.
Right?
Nah, you can't stop talking about
it. Reparations. That's a good point right there. So
no. I wasn't saying y'all stop talking about it. I'm saying that's what they saying. Y'all stop talking about it. Yeah.
No, that's also why they want to take it out of history.
With reparations, right?
What you talking about?
Y'all got
that's not history.
Y'all got some motherfuckers paid in one country for some shit that happened in another country.
Huh? Yep. Y'all niggas technically from Africa, right? What we paying y'all reparations for? Y'all to them we illegal aliens. We
Sean
both of them here. Illegal and alien.
Sean over here says, I always say fuck Thanksgiving and the 4th. You know?
Literally.
I say it too.
And Christmas.
But I still get a plate and take the day off though.
On God.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. That barbecue be good as a motherfucker. That's why I barbecue.
Listen, enjoy that day off. We don't have to celebrate. I think that's what I've been learning. Like, we don't have to celebrate the true meaning behind it, but just turn that into something else, you know? Right. Like, Thanksgiving don't have to be give their thanks meaning, for all the natives. I
wouldn't say true meaning, their meaning.
I said true meaning? I mean, that's what I meant. Our own. Make your own tradition.
In our time of us black people, getting together for Thanksgiving. Our shit is more of it's a family thing. We all just trying to get together, have a nice dinner together, pray, be thankful that everybody is even there to make it. You understand what I'm saying? But they're celebrating genocide. Like at the end of the day.
That's what they celebrate. This is a feast.
I'm so offended at how they tried to teach me Thanksgiving when I was a kid. I'm offended that they gave me paper plates to turn into turkeys. You know? I'm mad they had me cut out feathers and make fucking headbands.
And you should be.
This is what they had me doing in first and second grade, yo. I'm over here walking around with a crayon-colored fucking feathers that's not even feathers, you know? It's like, why you got big purple feathers if that's a turkey? That's a sick-ass turkey you got on your head there, boy.
Listen, if you were Native, your family should be offended. Yeah. Your family should be offended that they put you on a feather-ass turkey hat.
Yeah.
You know?
It said, here, give this to your mother. Have her put it on the refrigerator.
I really feel like, honestly, I've been trying to get my family to do it for a little bit, but I really want us to really just stop celebrating that shit on that day and do it another day. Do it another day. Fuck up the whole stimulation of the economy. Fuck it all up. Fuck it all up.
You know what would be dope?
Check it out.
You know what would be dope? I feel like I would need a big family though. Soul Food, you know? The movie Soul Food, how they had the tradition of Sunday dinner. that would be dope.
Well, the family fucked my husband. Nah, dead ass though.
Wait.
I'm gonna break it down for you and see what you think.
Okay.
It's amazing how there's a problem right now in the world, which is free thinking. A lot of people are free thinking. You know what I'm saying? But think about how, since a little kid, you've been programmed. And when I break it down to you, it's like this. Think about the holidays you truly wouldn't celebrate if you wasn't programmed for those holidays in school.
Literally.
As a little kid. Literally. Halloween, Thanksgiving. Yo, listen, at one point, well, I don't know about in Florida, but I know in New York, we were celebrating Jewish holidays like a motherfucker. Yom Kippur,
I was talking about Yom Kippur, Hanukkah. Yeah.
You know what's funny? I learned, I celebrated those last year because I got those days off. I was working for a Jewish company.
Rosh Hashanah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But think about how you're programmed and your kids are programmed, because think about it. Think about people that they're homeschooling, but their kids truly know about Christmas, Thanksgiving, and shit like that. The only reason your kids, they would only know about Christmas because if they had TV and shit like that, because that shit also helps with the programming. Because think about
propaganda.
When the season comes, check it. When the season comes, when you're a certain age, you're watching cartoons. There's no what's it called, unless you don't got a TV. You understand what I'm saying? So on the cartoons, what do? They got Halloween episodes. They got Thanksgiving episodes. They got Christmas episodes. They constantly programming you to celebrate their holidays and to live by. It's bugged out how it's like that.
But also, I wonder if that actually worked. And I say that because me and you grew up in New York, right? I always saw TV shows where like the school is outside. It's like these kids walk out their classroom and they're outside. I thought that was just for TV. That's how schools are out here. You know?
Oh, y'all didn't go outside? Y'all didn't have You didn't have
I'm talking, you didn't 7th floor buildings, 6th floor buildings. What you talking about?
I'm sorry. Y'all don't have outside. Y'all got outside, but can't really play. You're gonna fall down and scrape your knee.
Right. But I use that.
Y'all didn't play Red Rover?
Now we had like a schoolyard where we would go out for recess. But like,
but after recess, that's junior high.
You back in the building.
High, there ain't no more fucking recess.
Yeah, there's no recess.
We got like PE. We got like PE and shit.
You
So
know?
y'all didn't get fit. Y'all had a gym?
PE was inside the gym.
Oh, okay.
You know? And like we didn't like walk that we didn't have like a campus where like the gym is like its own separate building, or you walk outside and like when you change classes, you can actually get fresh air and see sunlight. Nah, our schools was like more like a prison. It was like everything was inside this one building that was locked down. You know, so me, and I use that as an example, like, so for me being a kid, and that's the only thing I've seen in school, I couldn't imagine other schools weren't exactly like my school. You know, it's like, these schools are outside. I only see that on TV. I've never seen that in real life.
You know what's crazy?
No school in New York like that.
Right.
Really?
You
know what's crazy? I used to say that schools reminded me of prisons. Like, I really used to feel like in my little conspiracy days, y'all, when I went down my little rabbit hole, I really felt like schools, like if any moment there was a mass situation, schools are everywhere. They are strategically placed. They're in every neighborhood, and they can be turned into a prison very easily. You know what I'm saying? Like I imagine prisons or jail looks. Actually, I went into a jail. I didn't go to jail, y'all, but I went into a jail before. And the jail looked like an elementary school. Like it looked like school. It's crazy.
Well, all right. I got one for you. When I was in Elmira, you ride up on the front of that. Elmira, that's the facility.
Okay. My bad. Okay, go ahead.
You ride up to that, it's like a castle. It looks like a castle.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a prison or anything like that. Then when you walk in, you're like, oh, they got a bank ball up in here? No, that's the door so you can get in there.
I was in.
Oh wow, it looked like a castle.
I was in Philly recently. And I drove past this prison that was shut down, and I'm just looking at that shit like, damn, that shit is huge. And you know what? That shit looked like a fucking prison. That shit had like the fucking watchtowers on each corner and shit like that. I was like, yeah, that's a
You said it was a what though?
A prison. It was a prison. It was a shut down prison. Though. It was shut down. No, it wasn't being used anymore. But
I feel like when you walk inside a school, like it looks like you got the office and everything else is behind that. You got security gates and I don't know.
The tile walls.
I don't know. Yeah, but I agree with Bees. I feel like propaganda starts everywhere. I really feel like these holidays are just big like selling points. Like, can you imagine how much money is being transferred or whatever exchanged on these holidays?
Oh yeah,
like I feel like it's for a reason.
The economy.
It's for a reason. So yeah, I agree. I feel like honestly we should take that back though, because that's just. I feel like we should take it back, but that's hard to do to set new traditions.
So even though I'd be like, you know what? I don't know why I celebrate Christmas. I do like celebrating Christmas. I do like putting up a tree. I don't know why. I just like the way it looks and smells in my crib. You know? I'll be like, you know what? Fuck all of that shit it stands for, but I like the lights. You know? I don't know why. Maybe
you get a real tree.
What's that?
You got a real tree.
Yeah, I be getting a real tree. I want that tree smell. Because I always had
I was gonna ask that in New York. Do y'all get real tree?
I always had a fake tree as a kid.
I was gonna ask in New York, do y'all get like real trees?
They sell them. Not everybody gets them.
No.
Nah, we go. What's it called? We're gonna go to the farm and cut one down. They got that shit.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, you do got that up there, huh?
Yeah. I went with GP one year, but we ain't cut no tree down.
Khary says, yo, they don't call it the school to prison pipeline for no reason. Yeah. All right, but let's move on. You know, we'll go from them wanting to ban Black history to Black Lives Matter winning a horse race.
And Black Lives Matter.
I saw that.
Yeah. For those unaware, there was videos that came out earlier today that actually showed Texas family that they actually had a video come out about a year ago that was talking about their family and how they race horses, and they're like the first black family or the oldest the first black family to actually race horses in Texas. The first African American family to race quarter horses in Texas. Recently, they added another horse to their crew and decided to give him a name worth mentioning. And I'm gonna play this clip. I'm gonna play this clip. Let's see.
I'm Black Lives Matter win.
And where's the audio? Why don't I hear the audio? Let's see. Here we go.
Our family were the first African Americans to race quarter horses in the state of Texas. We added a new member to the family and named him Black Lives Matter. We prepared for his first race, and then this happened.
Lady Hawks is the 8 with Lucas.
Listen to this.
2.
Michael?
2 is Bo James, Nestor Duran. 6 is Black Lives Matter.
It's echoing real bad.
4.
Our family were the first African Americans to race quarter.
Did you hear how the announcer announced Black Lives Matter?
Mm-hmm.
He got to the name Black Lives Matter. He stopped.
They gonna ban his name, yeah.
Stopped, looked up, and said, Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
He had to put some emphasis on that shit.
Yeah. I saw some people saying in the comments that they do that type of shit at Starbucks. Like they write Black Lives Matter, so they have to call it out.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done anything like that though, but I think that was pretty dope.
Yeah, I think so as well. But let's check this out. So they actually have a little bit of video.
Black Lives Matter for the win.
And the horse dusted all they ass.
Behind that dub, the Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is up to win.
Black Lives Matter is up to win. And Black Lives Matter took the win.
Yo,
I thought it was dope.
Let me ask you something. Because I'm going to tell the truth here.
Mm-hmm. He said he's never been to Starbucks.
I'm not mad at that. I still don't know how to order at Starbucks. It's hella confusing.
They call your name out? They call your name out?
Yeah, they write your name on the cup, and if you wait, and they call your name out. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to go in there. I got some names.
Nah, but I think it's kind of dope that they named this horse Black Lives Matter. You know, especially with the horse doing his thing and actually winning some races. You know, this isn't its first race. I went through the Instagram, which is blacklivesmatter.hatley or Haley Hatley. I went through their Instagram a little bit, and they actually had a couple of videos up there for some races. And the first race that the horse raced in, the horse placed 4th. So that wasn't bad. You know, for your first race, the horse's first race, coming 4th. This race here, I'm not sure what number it was, but they came in first. So, Black Lives Matter for the win. Let's just hope we can continue getting wins as Black people. You know, but I think it's kind of dope. I think it's kind of dope. And it's by the oldest racing Black family in Texas. Kind of dope.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. So it would be interesting if one day you can see them like the Kentucky Derby or some shit like that, you know. And now they on the national stage on TV. Black Lives Matter for the win, you know. Beats white cracker by a nose, you know.
Oh my God!
I did.
Oh my God!
Well, that would be, you know what? I'm gonna write a movie, you know, and it's gonna be a comedy, but the horse is gonna be called Black Lives Matter, and its arch nemesis is gonna be the white cracker horse, you know, and the horse is gonna be all white,
wow.
you know, and
Yo, I think you could get a nice 15 minutes. You can do a nice 15 minutes with that.
You know, so yeah, I think that would be kind of dope. But I appreciate them doing that to bring awareness to police brutality. That's kind of dope of them. And you know what? No white people gonna do that shit. You know, they might do it now. Oh, look at the publicity they're getting. You know, we're gonna name our horse Black Lives Matter too. You know, and we're gonna add TOO. You know, and that's gonna be the horse's name. It's gonna be Black Lives Matter versus Black Lives Matter too. You know, but this Black Lives Matter too has a white stripe. What? Oh,
never talk about that movie, The Black Stallion, or The Return of the Black Stallion.
Oh shit!
Black Mamba.
Black Mamba. Yo, listen, I'm going to Starbucks. I'm going to have a field day. Yes. Latte for Black Justice. Yes, that's me.
Oh, so you're gonna give them just names you want. You're not gonna give them like Simpson type names.
Oh yeah, I might have some fun with that too.
You know?
Yes. Your name, yes, Dick Hurt.
I think they might catch that one, unless they just want to have fun and just say it.
Oh shit! A latte for Dick Hurt.
Khary says, "Yo, the other horse's name will be Blue Lives Matter." You can have Black Lives Matter versus Blue Lives Matter.
And then All Lives Matter is going to be the one. Right.
And the Blue Lives Matter horse is ran by an ex-cop that won the lottery or some shit like that.
Yo, that's dope. Yo.
That's crazy.
You know? Hey, if somebody writes the script first, I'm gonna punch you in the nose.
We doing these are the copyrights right here.
True. All right, but I used to work with this dude that actually invited me out to like the Kentucky Derby, yo. You know, I never went. But he was insistent I need to go. It was either like the Kentucky Derby or Belmont or some shit like that. It was some big race, right? And he was like, "Yo, you gotta fucking go one year, yo." He's like, "Yo, this shit is fucking amazing." So I actually do want to go to a horse race 1 year. I'm talking about like the big shit.
You got the hat. The hat.
You know, got the hats. I got an assortment of hats over here. You know, you might be able to see them behind me. Let me see. Right over here. Here go a couple of them, you know? They're just chilling back there and shit. You know,
no, we only see your face. They can't see that.
I want to go to a couple of those. I want to go to some of those events. And I think I'll have fun because I went to a hockey game. And I didn't think I would have fun going to a hockey game.
Dope, you know? Right?
But the hockey game was fucking fun as fuck, yo. And I didn't even have to walk around the place. I'm talking about just chilling there, watching the game, enjoying the vibe. The shit was good energy and good fun, you know? And I sat. Yeah, I went to the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I had multiple. I went to multiple games, and I had different seats in a lot of the games. You know, so there was a couple of games where I was like, in the seats, probably like 6 or 7 rows up, right? There was a couple of games where I was actually in the skybox. You know, the company I worked for had their own box at the arena, you know? So they'd be like, yo, who won tickets? Boom. I'd go to some games, watch it from the box. That was a cool experience, you know? I'm not sure which experience I enjoyed more. Tell you the truth. Watch it from the box.
Because the box is one way. It's like an exclusive.
Yeah. The box was like, yo, you can leave, but you ain't got to, because there's food here that you ain't got to pay for. There's drinks here you ain't got to pay for. And as long as there's people here that you can fuck with, it's cool. You know, and this is when I was at this one company, and pretty much everybody was around my age. You know, so niggas was chilling, you know? So, yeah. But no, that's why I think I would have fun at like the Belmonts or some shit like that, because it's a vibe. And And white people be lit when they be drinking, and I know they be drinking at these shits too.
They be lit. You ever been to a hockey game and they win?
Yeah.
Yo, I love partying. I will say I don't party with white people a lot. Like purposely go like all white parties, but not all white. But
shit was crazy,
predominantly. Right? But when the Lightning won, we had a good ass time, man. It's a good time. It's a good time. All the white people were fucked up. Everybody was buying shots. Everybody was having a good time. Like, it was lit.
Yeah, yeah.
They be partying until they get crazy.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I was gonna say, and nobody really be racist, but then there'll always be somebody there that be like, you know what? I normally don't like black guys, but you're cool. You know, there's always that white guy. There's always that white guy.
Take my ass home. Or
I'm looking on tape. God damn, why y'all ain't telling me that my lips is looking like a silverback gorilla in here, man?
We can't even see your lips, dude.
I know. They look a little powdered donut, like I had a powdered donut or
something. Nobody sees your lips. All right, but shit. Let's move on. Let's move on to this next one. Antonio Brown was on a podcast recently, and he says his brain is fine. He says ain't nothing wrong with him. He says he's not crazy. There's nothing going on. You know, he says he thinks he's handled the shit pretty cool. He said, don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
That would be my response. I'm chilling. What the fuck y'all talking about? Y'all talking about my brain? None of y'all have even, you know? I mean, listen. People act strange sometimes. Kanye does it.
What's the difference, right?
Not what's the difference, because, I mean, yeah, I guess I feel like, I don't know, sometimes people act a little weird or just out of the norm for society, you know? I'm drinking
not how
this.
Society wants him to act.
Yeah, I'm drinking this Snoop Dogg wine, y'all. Look.
Yeah, that shit up, ain't you?
How you like it?
It's the dark of the light.
Actually, it's red. It's good, actually, y'all. And I don't like dry wine. Like I like it. I normally like sweet wine, but it's fire. Pretty good.
Yeah, that nigga got his fucking hand.
Bless you.
Hurt.
Thank you.
You said what was that, Beast?
Snoop got his hand, his foot, and everything, bro.
Somebody told me they think he's coming out with a liquor too.
I think he already got some shit.
He does? What is it called?
Yeah. I don't know. But I think he already got some shit. They all got some shit. Jermaine Dupri, 50, Luda, Puff, or Diddy, you know, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Jay-Z got some shit.
Right.
Who else? I'm sure Master P got something sneaky in there. E40.
Listen, okay, so you touched on what'd you say? Who'd you just say? Right, Master P, right?
Yeah.
So I saw somewhere, was it WAC 100? That was saying that Master P, like pretty much like he ain't making no real business moves. Like this nigga out here selling noodles. You think he really making money off the noodles? Yeah. I saw that recently.
Yeah.
But
I think he is.
Yeah. I think he is.
Noodles in the wrap snack.
Yeah, motherfuckers make money off wrap snacks.
Listen, between him, them rap snacks and motherfucking goons and E40 and that goons with a spoon shit. These niggas
okay.
Well, I tell you
now,
what.
Let me say.
Master P said he's getting into markets. He's like, you know what? Go into the supermarket. You know? He said, why can't we be one of these brands that's lasted generations? Why can't we be at Campbell's and shit like that? You know? And I see his vision. You know, he got the
I agree.
money to start that to go in that avenue. So yeah, I think he might not be making billions off of it today, but you know what? He might be making billions off of it tomorrow.
I agree. I saw that he said that, and I felt the same way. Like, I felt like he's making money off of it, because if that was the case, Rap Snacks we wouldn't find them in stores today. They've been around since forever, you know? Now, they may not be in every store. You might only be able to find them in the hood stores, you know, in the corner stores in the hood, but they there, you know? They in there.
They are in more than the hood, you know? They are at truck stops. They're at anywhere they think hip-hop fans are nowadays, because hip-hop fans are everywhere.
Agreed. I miss rap. I remember Rap Snacks. Nah.
That's the thing that kills them, and that's why I feel somewhat the industry now. I mean, maybe I might sound racial, but the industry is a little saturated with white rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like
white rappers?
Yeah, like white rappers kind of make, like, I guess the music they put out is a lot of happy.
All right. Before we get into white rappers, we was talking about Antonio Brown and his brain being fine.
Oh yeah, shit, my bad.
You know?
Sorry, that's another subject. I'm so sorry. He has the Master P shit and all that, but you know, it is.
My bad. That was my fault. My bad, y'all.
Now, but I think we got there because we questioned Kanye and some of his behavior.
Okay.
You know, now for me, I could say there could be an argument that says, hey, if I have CT as Antonio Brown, he hasn't made this argument, but me just thinking, hey, if he has CTE, why wouldn't nobody say Kanye doesn't have CTE? You know, he was in a crazy car accident where he had to get pretty much a whole new fucking jaw.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know what type of head trauma, and there had to be some ill head trauma.
Right.
That shit
for your whole face to be destroyed, for your jaw to be destroyed in a car accident, yeah, so it was some head trauma. It wasn't just your face, there was some head trauma as well. But nobody's ever said, hey, maybe Kanye has CTE. Because people are trying to say
funny. That's what might have made his music better.
You know, because people are trying to say that Antonio Brown has CTE based off of that one hit that he took a while back. It was a pretty vicious.
Was it a head? It was a head.
It was a pretty vicious looking hit. I'm
like, what was it? Was it helmet to helmet or something? What was it?
I think I saw it.
I'm gonna play it.
I feel like I saw it recently. If that's the hit I'm thinking about.
I'm gonna play it. Here we go. Boom. He's laid out.
Well, I gotta wait for that 6-8.
He was laid out.
Ooh,
that was quick.
We're gonna get a replay on it. But he took this hit, and people say he hasn't been the same since this hit. Let me see.
Oh, he got it.
Let me see. They got it in slow motion right here. Yeah, he got hit straight in the head. Like, here we go. Boom. That nigga just dropped.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You saw the way he dropped though? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's lucky. Yo, Finn, I think he's lucky his neck was broken. That's the real shit. If I see that, correct, yeah. He's lucky. He's lucky that his neck wasn't broken.
So that's the hit that people say, hey, ever since that, he hasn't been the same.
You got a closer?
Oh my God, that's crazy. And I'm watching it with the lag, y'all.
Oh, so you watching it with the audience?
I'm watching it on my TV, on YouTube, because I can't see on my phone.
Watching it on my tablet. Like, same here. I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
I had to watch it on my tablet.
So
that is so crazy.
Yeah, but
imagine that you're really fine though, and the whole world is like, nah, something wrong with that nigga's brain. He acting weird.
Right. Khary said that's not the only hit he sustained. It was probably the worst though. Yeah,
that was a hard hit.
That hit was pretty bad, and that's the hit that people are trying to attribute to him having CTE because they feel his behavior's been different ever since that hit.
Yeah.
And it could be a number of it could be CTE. It could be, hey, I got hit. I could have been seriously injured. I'm not, and now I just don't give a fuck. So I'm gonna just do what I do.
That's terrible.
Make the decisions for me.
I also did see where he was talking to, who was he talking to? I can't even remember his name. But he was pretty much telling him that he made the wrong move. So like if he was in AB's shoes, like he felt like everybody was already waiting for him to act out. He wouldn't have took off his helmet to be like, all right, fuck it, all, I'm done. Over the littlest thing, because now they have they have the power. Now they're controlling you. At that point, you should have just played it off, and you still could have had your time.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that recently. I thought that was pretty dope, and he actually listened to him. I didn't watch the whole thing. It was just a clip, though. So.
Got you. Khary says CTE doesn't come from one hit. It comes from sustained trauma.
Mm.
So then we would say Kanye didn't get CTE. He's just a wild nigga. Could be the
I wouldn't actually say Kanye had CTE, but I was kind of just referring to him as like, people say he needs help mentally,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of comparing that part.
Got you.
I don't know if he's actually sustained any trauma.
Yeah, let's move it on. What's that, Bees?
I brushed my eye earlier. I keep grabbing the fucking scab, yeah.
Okay. And now we're gonna wrap this up with this topic of me and Tati was talking earlier this week, and we got into a discussion about women acting weird in friendships and expecting certain things and expecting like conversations on like super consistent bases. And I was like, you know what? I don't have that problem with like my male friends, and I said I've only heard of this type of stuff in women friendships. I haven't really heard it very often in male friendships. Like a guy gets in his feelings because I didn't call him today or missed his phone call. And I was just like, men don't do that. But I've heard of that in not just your instance, multiple instances of women. I've heard a lot of women complain about things like that. Like, and we was having a conversation about it the other day. Was that Bees?
He's like, oh, she acting funny. She ain't called me in like 3 days. Yo,
bruh. Bruh. Look, literally, why are you being weird to me? Bruh, come on now. I feel like, you know what? Honestly, the way I feel about it is, I think sometimes people have different ideas of friendship.
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes, my version of friendship, not even, you have different, wow. But I think it's for different people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the same. I'm not going to say I'm not the same type of friend to one person that I am to the other. But this is my best friend versus like, we're associates. We just met. Not associates. We just met and we cool. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think that sometimes people have different just expectations of their friendships as well. I think for me, I'm a person that like, when I need my space, I need my space. Because I need to get what I got going up here, I need to get that together. So when I need my space, and I feel like all of my friends know me, like they know that normally I'll answer the phone. If there's ever a time that I do not answer the phone, it's either because I am truly, genuinely busy, or I may not feel like talking at the moment. Like my friends know I be needing my space. If I don't feel like talking at the moment, I might say something, and not I might say something. Normally I will say something, but sometimes that's just a thing for me. I get burnt out dealing with so many people and being sometimes I get burnt out. I need my space, but I don't ever think that anybody should take I don't ever think that anyone should take not answering the phone personal unless it's like extensive. Like, if I didn't answer the phone for you for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, yeah. All right, hold on, what's going on? But even me personally, if that was a thing, I probably, and this is just how I handle things, I just would not hit you up again, after a while.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think people sometimes, they feel entitled to your time, because I'm definitely one of those people where I'm like, all right, like, this my phone, this my shit. If I don't answer, you know what I'm saying? Just wait till I get back to you. It don't have to be personal,
Okay.
Maybe I'm busy. I don't know. But it's definitely a weird thing. I think I don't know. I really don't get it. But I definitely understand the behavior. Not understand the behavior, but I understand where it can come from. But I don't get it.
Gotcha.
Get what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
It does. It does.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's craziness. It's craziness. Y'all don't experience that at all with your homeboy? I don't experience that with many of my close friends. I don't experience that with my close friends.
Nah.
I don't.
I like this probably, I probably have one homeboy that might speak something like that. And he just gets mad that he's the only one that's trying to get a crew trip together.
I mean, that's understandable. A trip is different because a trip can be like, all right, y'all niggas ain't never buying y'all ticket. We ain't gonna ever go anywhere. If you ever try to plan a trip, like people be like, yeah, I'm down. And when it comes time, they like,
right, right.
Now only 2 people is ready to go on a trip out of 10. That's crazy.
Right. And like he gets mad and like, yo, why am I the only one that seems to like want to initiate this trip and shit? Everybody talk about they want to go, but I'm the only one that's hitting niggas up like, yo, when we gonna do this shit? What's up? Yo, he's like, yo, 5-6 years have gone by when we spoke about this, and I'm like,
yeah,
you're right. So now I hit him up every now and then like, yo, when we taking a trip? Niggas be like, yo, I'm with it. And the niggas be like, yo, cool.
We go.
All right, one time, niggas spoke on the phone. Niggas was in the group chat. He was like, all right, yo, we gonna take a trip around this. We gonna take a trip around this time. Boom. Niggas was like, all right, bet. One of my homeboys went and copped the ticket that day. He was
dedication.
He was like, yo, he was the only one that copped the ticket.
That's
mad niggas flaked out.
So why y'all didn't get y'all ticket?
It was, for me, it was at an inconvenient time because I didn't actually agree. I was like, all right, let's see what's going on around that time. Some niggas took let's see as all right, we going. Some niggas took it as all right, this is a solid date. Some niggas took it as we gonna see. But
it wasn't actually like in stone, like, yeah, y'all, this is good for everybody.
Right. Some niggas was like, yeah, I'm not sure what my money's gonna look like then,
Yeah.
All types of shit.
I wasn't sure, how my bank account was, how they say.
Look, the way my bank account set up, I gotta switch from the savings, from the checking to the, But I don't know, y'all. I really don't experience that type of behavior from like my friends. Actually, me and my friends don't speak every day. We don't speak every single day. We speak, maybe once a week. Sometimes if life is real busy, especially, and I think that's the thing too. Like we are all grown. Some of us have kids, some of us don't. Sometimes life get heavy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I don't expect all of my friends to be able to be there to catch me. But you know what I'm saying? You got those 1 or 2 friends that'll come through, check on you, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, sometimes life gets heavy. Sometimes life gets hectic, busy, whatever, you know? We all understand. If I call my homegirl, even if I call her 2 days in a row, she don't answer. Either she's going to hit me back and let me know, hey, babe, I'm busy, et cetera, or she's going to hit me back, or she won't hit me back until she's ready. But I don't ever take that silence as a personal, like, damn, she ain't fucking with me. What did I do? Why you being weird to me? You get what I'm saying? It's more like, okay, my baby might be going through some shit. She busy, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to wait till she ready, and I'm going to just wait until you hit me up. But I'm never going to turn that into an assumption of, what did I do to you for you to treat me like this? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like that's something different. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about that, but you got to understand that's something different. That's not, oh, you being weird. That's just, and I don't know, child. As y'all can see, I've experienced this recently.
You know what I think?
And I'm not very good at processing that type of shit.
You know what I think had a good kind of interpretation of that? I think Insecure kind of had a good interpretation of the women interacting with women versus men interacting with men. Like the men friendships on that show wasn't like really highlighted, but when the men Insecure,
I'm sorry.
Right? When the men friendships weren't really highlighted, but when they were shown, even if the men kind of had a beef with each other, the beef lasted maybe 10 seconds. They nigga, what the fuck you talking about? Nigga, all right, you know? And that was it. It really didn't hurt the friendship. It didn't change the dynamic of the friendship or anything. Whereas the women, every couple of episodes, there was something that affected the dynamic of the episode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I really admire men's friendships because of that reason. Like, I got homeboys, I done seen them fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? They real heated. They fight, but they still friends. You know what I'm saying? Might not be tonight. May not be tonight. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, but they still cool. It's just like, all right, we had to get that shit out of our system. I really appreciate people like that. Like, also those friends that can hold you accountable for your actions. Like, bitch, you dead ass wrong. Right. You dead wrong. I got your back, but you dead ass wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know where you wrong. I appreciate those type of friendships. I appreciate people that like give you your space. People, I appreciate all of that shit. I just feel like sometimes as women, we are emotional beings. We definitely are emotional, very emotional. And I know sometimes, you know, depending on what we've gone through, what we've grown up with, sometimes like it's very easy to take that as rejection or, you know, take it as rejection or just like, I feel like that's really what it is, rejection, which is why the assumptions are made. Okay. But, you know, it's very important to just remember that like we're grown.
Right.
I got to show up for me too. I can't show up and also, you know what I'm saying? And on those days where I'm like, hey, I need my space right now. You know, I feel like that should be taken into accountability. Not, oh, she being weird. She being weird, so I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. That's weird. I think that's weird. But I feel like everybody needs their space.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody definitely needs their space. And I think conversations should be had as well. I spilled the weed, y'all. God darn it.
You got anything to add, Beast?
To that, like, nah, because I don't go through that.
You know what? I recall seeing it though, like growing up my whole life. You know, like noticing women friendships dissolving a lot quicker than men's. Like there would be 2 girls in the block, best friends, one argument, they don't fuck with each other ever again for life. To this day, they like fuck that bitch. You know?
That's how women be,
over some real simple shit, you know?
I feel like women's expectation of friendship be based on a whole lot more. Like they put a whole lot more on their friends than maybe men do. I don't want to say than they should, but than men do. Like, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yo, you want to hear something, bud?
What's that?
I know. Only time I know of a friendship ending in something like that between two guys, and these two guys were about to sign like a nice deal, and they had an argument over hamburgers. And they don't fuck with each other till today.
About them hamburgers.
That's crazy.
About the hamburger meat. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yo, I mean, like, I say, they probably pissed off, what, 500,000 in the deal?
Ridiculous.
500,000 over some hamburgers. They must have had a whole lot more money than that. That deal must have not.
Listen, and I'm telling what this deal, we talking early 90s. We ain't talking like that 500,000 is like $1 million.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Money was different then.
They took beef to a whole different level, a stupid level, huh?
That's crazy.
Literally took beef to a whole different level.
I feel like, I'm not the best person. Like I'm gonna be real, like I don't process my emotions well, like as far as that type of shit. Like I don't be knowing what to do. I'm just gonna shut down because it's, like that's a lot of work to even get us back on the same page. But I feel like my bad. I feel like I don't do the best when it comes to that type of shit. So I just be like, fuck it. Like, fuck it. Like these type of friendships, like if it wasn't worth saving it for you, you know what I'm saying? Having a conversation.
But
sorry, no, bitch.
That's wait. You see, that's where the problem comes in.
No, okay, so not initially. Okay, go ahead.
That's where the problem comes in with women, because in my days, and my mother's included in this, right? Very rare do I hear, I'm sorry for that. From a woman. So you got two women. So it's like, and nobody's gonna bend and say, I'm sorry for that first.
But now let me ask you something. Wait.
And then that's why 20 years down the line, these chicks still don't be speaking, because nobody wants to say, you know what, I'm sorry for that.
But now let me ask you something. Now if that was okay, let me start here. So let's skip over the part where, okay, maybe I feel like I'm right, you feel like you're right? Now if that apology was had, right? If the conversation was had and the apology was there, and it's like, oh nah, you still, and you like, all right, bitch, block. I ain't got time to deal with that. Who's it wrong?
I mean, no. If you still on some bullshit after everything is supposed to be said and done,
dog, I'm not even joking with you. I'm not gonna do all that with you. You know what I'm saying? It's sad to say maybe I may have more patience when it comes to like relationships than friendships, but I feel like my friendship, that's like those my sisters. Like if we close, that's my bitch. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. So it's like when it comes to conversations, I'm never going to just be like, fuck it. It may be too much. I may want to, but I'm gonna still try to have that conversation. So you understand where I'm coming from. I understand where you're coming from, and we can move past it. You know what I'm saying? But if it's still that right there, baby,
see, that's the whole thing with niggas.
This is my white flag. I swear to God, I don't give a fuck about it. We can drop it. We ain't never got to speak again. And that's exactly what y'all talk about. We don't ever have to speak again. I promise.
See, but with dudes, it's just a little different. Like, we don't get upset because, you didn't call me all day. You ain't call me for the week. Well, we don't get upset about that type of shit. But at the end of the day, with dudes, it's either we gonna have the conversation or we gonna get over it, or we gonna fight.
It don't have to even be that.
That's how we know, but that's how it normally ends up with dudes. Like two dudes as friends, if they can't get through the conversation, if they don't stop fucking with each other from that point, they're gonna fight.
Literally. But I feel like not picking up the phone, particularly like this specific situation, right? I feel like, again, like y'all say, y'all don't go through that. I don't go through that. It's not personal for me in my friend circle. That's not personal for us. If it was really, if I felt the way about it when I did speak to you, I'm like, damn, bitch, you been MIA. What's up? What's good? I missed you. Because really, that's the root of it. I missed you. I want to talk to you. I miss you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I feel like with my friends, it's like, damn, bitch, I missed you. Where you been at? It's like, oh, girl, it wasn't nothing personal. And then we move on. Whatever feelings that I may have felt, you know, would have been addressed and we would have moved on. I would have known it's not personal. But when it's like, nah, you rejected me. You rejected me. You ain't answered the phone. Why you being weird? It's like, okay, well, it wasn't personal. Nah, but you was being weird. I feel like you was being weird.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's where that block thing come into effect. That's too much for me. Block. I mean mid sentence, dog. I don't even want to hear no more. The little typing, the 3 dots, block. I don't even want to see no more. I don't want to hear no more.
That's the problem with being on iPhone. You can see they typing.
And I'm glad. And I'm glad because I would have had to read whatever message you were sending before I blocked you. I ain't want to see that shit. Block mid-sentence.
Oh,
all right, keep that shit over there. But nah, y'all. I don't know. I appreciate I really admire men's friendships because like, you know, they able to fight, get that shit out, say what they gotta say, and move on. I feel like me and my close friends, we say what we gotta say, we hold each other accountable. We may get to arguing. We may get loud, cussing each other out, but at the end of the day, it's all right. It's because I love you. That's where all that energy is coming from. I want you to know how I feel. You know, we trying to be heard. And it's never personal. We could scream and yell, and then it's just, all right, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I appreciate that from my friends. So shout out to y'all.
Shout out to the friends. Shout out to the friends.
Yeah, because with men, like if you ain't like dead ass violate, like it's like it sometimes it be some bullshit. Sometimes you be stupid. You know, we all got friends that be stupid and do some stupid shit. Like like you know, at this point, you should not have told this person my whereabouts. If you told them my whereabouts or some dumb shit like that, you know, it be shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, nigga, but like if you like violated, like you did some shit, like you know what I'm saying, it affected my kids, and so you know what I'm saying. Then
it's a real issue.
Yeah,
right. But you know, I also admire that
like
men. Say it again.
I said all that other shit. A lot of times niggas be like, hey, it be little petty shit because it be because of your stupidity. Niggas just be like, all right, I can fuck with this nigga, but with certain shit, okay, I can't deal with this nigga. That's what it be.
Yeah, I was gonna say I also respect the fact that men can place their friends in groups. You know, you can place somebody where they belong. So for women, sometimes it's just you my friend, we close. You know, it's either we close or we not. With men, they can be like, that's my dog, we cool. I'm not gonna say women can't do that because I have those relationships. Like, like, yeah, we cool. We ain't close. Like she not invite over to the house close, but we can chill and it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like there's friends, there's best friends, there's associates. You know what I'm saying? I like that men can really like, y'all don't have to be beat. It don't have to be beef, like cut them off because we not close. And just be like, that's my dog. We cool. We see each other in passing. We speak when we speak, and it's cool.
I
like those type of relationships.
I have friends like that I've known for 30 years. That we see each other. We say, yo, that's my friend. That's my friend. I've never called this nigga's crib ever in my life. You know, we've hung out plenty of times. You know, I don't call him to say, yo, you want to hang out? But if I see him out on the block, might be like, yo, let's go to this spot. Let's go kick it.
Right.
You know?
And does that offend you that you ain't never been to his house, that y'all done hung out hella times?
No.
Yeah.
Exactly my point.
You know,
Exactly my point.
I know what that relationship is like. I know what that friendship is like.
Exactly.
You know,
that's the extent that friendship is supposed to go to,
right?
And there's no problem with that.
Right. And
nothing wrong with that.
And the reason why we didn't have the relationship like that was because I knew the type of friend this person was. You know, back in the days, I knew, hey, if I got into a beef, this might not be the person that's gonna fight with me. This might be the person that goes and calls the police. You know. And I wanted somebody that was gonna fight with me. But nowadays, some of those same people, I might say, hey, they'll fight with me today. Not all of them, some of them. You know,
that's important. Maybe we should look at it like that. Who's gonna fight with me? Listen,
that's actually how I look at a lot of things.
Listen, I got a homegirl. Honestly, I can say I have friends, and I'm glad to be able to, like, you know, because as a woman, sometimes it's hard with friends.
Mhm.
Like, again, we're emotional. Sometimes we place way more on our friend, like, expectations than we should. So it'd be a little bit hard. But I'm glad that today I can say, like, I got my tribe. I know, you know, I got my best friend. I really feel like, literally, you can't try neither one of us. Not while we around. You ain't finna try. You know, you're not finna try her, and she the same way. I feel like I have my homegirls, you know, people that I can invite over and we cool. But if we don't talk, you know, it is what it is. I feel like I'm glad that, like, you know,
yeah,
I'm glad that I have that little tribe, you know, because, and all of them will fight for me though. I ain't even gonna cap. All of them a little crazy, and they'll beat your ass by me. I'm just saying.
Right.
So
well, I think perhaps
I'll fuck with it.
Maybe the problem comes in, and I'm just gonna say this one thing before we get wrapped up and shit. Maybe the problem comes in when you categorize a person in a different category that they see or they try to put you in. You know?
That they want to be in.
Right.
And that was exactly the issue.
Yes.
That was exactly the issue.
You know?
That is it.
You know?
You are correct.
So shit. I wanted to make this stream like an hour and a half. We damn near on 3 hours now.
It's Friday.
I know it's Friday, but I still got packing to do. I gotta leave out early in the morning to drive and shit.
Man, I gotta drive.
You know, I gotta get some rest. I plan on leaving early in the morning. Wayne over here in the chat said, men say less.
That's true.
All right, but let's wrap this thing up. I'm actually gonna have this posted on Spotify in the morning as a podcast. You know, so if y'all on a long drive like me and you need a podcast, or if you know somebody gonna be on a long drive and they need a podcast, say, hey, go listen to Khari's Crib while you driving, B. You know, have fun. You're gonna have a good time. Gonna have a good time. I'm gonna be listening to a bunch of podcasts while I'm driving, and I started watching this show this week called Hightown, which was kind of dope. So if you don't have anything to watch over the weekend and you want something dope to watch, it's on Stars. It's called Hightown. It's a pretty good show. It's about a lot of drug use and police and shit like that. It's all right. It's all right.
Kind of cool.
You know, only 8 episodes in a season. Oh, and you know what else I noticed today too? I accidentally turned on Netflix, and you know what I saw?
What?
Ozark is out. New season of Ozark is out. Look at
right now.
Oh my gosh! Did you see Tati's face? Look at her face. Look at her face. She's
right
like,
now.
Yes.
I thought it was the 24th.
Ozark is out. I saw it on my Netflix. It was like number 6
tonight.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me Google it.
Yeah, your man Finizzi was talking about that the other day. He's like, you don't watch Ozark?
It's an ill show, Bees. You gotta check it out.
I'd be so excited when shows I can binge come on, because that means I can binge.
Yeah, season 4, part 1, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Part 1.
Part 1. So there's
I love it.
So there's 7 episodes in part 1. I'm not sure how many episodes are in part 2, but they're releasing it in 2 parts. And the second part
That's
is
good.
done. It's not like they're already still filming, but the second part is done. So
They film that quick.
I'm probably not going to have a chance to watch that until I get back. Man. I'm probably not going to have a chance to watch that till I get back. Maybe I might watch it at my mom's house. My daughter texted me. She said, yo, I got my Wi-Fi today. It sucks. So I probably won't watch it there.
Oh, no.
You know? What's the oh no? What's the oh no about?
Damn. I want to watch Ozark. I want to binge, y'all.
Yeah, so that's Ozark. And you know what? I think when I go lay down tonight, I'm gonna pull up a video on YouTube that tries to explain the last few episodes of this show I was watching on Amazon Prime called The Expanse. There was this scene, like it's the show takes place in space. They found this ring that gets them to different parts of the universe quickly, but there was these people on this planet, and they kept showing clips of this planet. And then when the show finally ended, there was still a planet that didn't make any sense, and I don't have any clue. I know there's somebody out there that with a theory on what happened or what the meaning is, but I don't know. Sci-fi shit.
Mm-hmm.
They leave shit like that sometimes. But yeah, we getting ready to get up out of here. Dexter too. Yeah, Dexter's over. Dexter's done with.
Man, I'm almost done with season 8.
Oh, you haven't finished it yet? You haven't finished season 8?
Of the old Dexter,
Of the old
y'all,
Dexter,
not the new one. I finished the new one. Right. But the old one, I'm almost done with season 8. I'm so excited.
Before we get to before we get up out of here, you said Dexter. That made me think of this last episode of Power.
Mm-hmm.
LaGuerta was in this episode. Was she in any?
I saw La Puta. You know how I feel about her.
Was she in any episodes prior to that?
No. That's what I was actually gonna say.
Was she?
She was okay. So you know, what's Monet's husband's name? Spanish dude that was in prison that just got out. I can't think of his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, her husband.
Her husband. So his homeboy, that he killed, that was his wife.
Okay. So
that's why Monet gave her the money.
Okay, because she know he bodied him and shit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
She didn't know, but she figured.
She figured. Got you. Oh, and Khary says the planet is going to be expounded on in the movies that are coming. If you read the books, you know what's going to happen. I have not read the books. I didn't even know the books existed until I saw the show. But yeah, that was a fun show. That was a fun show. They wrapped the last season up a little too fast for me though. Like 6 episodes or some shit like that. But yeah, we're gonna get up out of here. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Let's see how I get up out of here. Right here with this right here. All right, yo, may your weekend be great. Do your best to stay sucker free and keep a smile on your face, baby. We is out this bleedadage.
Thanks for watching the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Khary's crib. 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 Thanks for watching the dopest live stream that's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Khary's crib. Khary's crib. Khary's crib. Khary's crib. Khary's crib. Khary's crib.